Well, if you were ever on the campus of the U of M when they played 2 games here in Lower Michigan, MSU and, of course, Ohio State, if you were on the campus, it really wouldn't, and this probably isn't just U of M, but you really wouldn't think it's just a game.
There's excitement, the crowds and stuff, but, you know, even still, it isn't worth. Okay. It is.
All right, Christy, you're dropping out totally now, so I'll go ahead and sign with you from Ypsilanti, Michigan, and have a happy New Year. AB9PC, WB8ODF.
Okay, Dave, I don't know what kind of weird... Either something interfering over here at the house or something. AB9PC, 73. PC. AB9PC is listening.
KC8QVX, Mark, you usually have the repeater on the party here. KC8QVX, WB8ODF.
WB8ODF, Alpha Bravo 2, Sierra Oscar.
Well, there is a call sign I haven't heard in a while.
Well, I haven't heard you on the net to say good morning with RadioNet. Well, I always thought you're sort of the originator. Well, I'm not sure exactly about that, but I think you're sort of the originator of that net, and haven't heard you on there. Got Pam and Summer and a few other people. They're turning out to be regulars running the net now, but haven't heard you on there. Over.
Yeah, I haven't been on in quite a while. And forgive me, I can't remember if you're going by Paul or Steve. Which one again?
Well, my first name is Steve. My last name is Paul. I've been called a number of other things, but some of them probably can't be said over the radio. Over.
Yeah, but give me credit. I knew there was a Paul in there along with Steve. No, I am not in any way, shape, or form the originator of either of the nets. I was just net manager for a number of years, but Ron, VA7MWR, was the creator and the mastermind behind both of them.
Oh, well, I guess because you were the call sign you would kind of look up to get the information about the net. I guess that's why I thought that. I guess you were the webmaster of the net. I haven't heard you on. I haven't checked the website. I think they may be doing things a little bit different. Anyway, we got a nice evening here in Ocean City, New Jersey. What is it? 9:24. But the only excitement for me, and if I make it that long, is at midnight in Ocean City. They have a fireworks display. It's short but sweet, but there's a lot of people in town. Surprisingly, I took a walk earlier. There's a lot of people in town. The weather's been kind of mild, and I don't know why people like to come here. It's a shore resort, but nobody's going to be sunbathing. Although, you know what, tomorrow there's a bunch of crazy people who actually jump into the ocean. I'm not one of them. Over.
Either. I think, if memory serves, which these days is questionable, I think that's like the Polar Bear Club.
That is nuts, AB9PC. We have people that jump in the river here in Fort Wayne, but that's not me.
I think it's done in a lot of places. I don't know what they call themselves. Some variation of polar bear. Maybe they're all well fortified from the night before, or they get fortified before they jump in. Luckily, the weather's been kind of mild, and the ocean, while it's probably not as cold as it could be, still I'll probably just sit here in my warm apartment and let those who want to jump in the ocean in January 1st, I wish them well. Wish them well. Over.
Well, by midnight here in my house, I can assure you I might very well be ready to jump in the water. Minute after 12. But tomorrow, no. When I wake up tomorrow, no.
Well, they don't do it tonight. They do it tomorrow during the daylight hours, and you'll see some bunch of pictures in the local newspaper, and apparently a lot of people get quite a kick out of it. I don't think they stay in very long. I think they just sort of jump in and run out just to say that they did it, and well, there's a lot of madness that goes on. This is theoretically a dry town. That's the theory. There's no bars and liquor stores here, but there's a liquor store at every entrance to town, and there's plenty of bars as soon as you get out of the city line here over the bridge. There'll be a lot of merrymaking going on. I suppose. Well, there will be, but that's that kind of merrymaking. I'm a little too old for that kind of stuff, so I don't do that too much. Jumping in the ocean in the winter is something I've never done, and I never really felt inclined to do it. I'll turn it back to you. There might be. I thought there was someone else there, but whatever. Back to you, Dave.
It was just me. Happy New Year to you and Ocean City from AV9PC, Christie, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah, they're called the polar bears here in Fort Wayne. Like you said, they probably have different names. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, two things, and then I'll get off of here. There's lots of people that want to make contact. First of all, it's hard for me to jump into the water when it's 80 degrees out, so I can assure you I won't be doing it tomorrow. And what the heck was the second thing? Oh, that should be the most important thing. If I lived out where you do, Steve, I would certainly move to just past or just under the outskirts of town. Happy New Year, Christy, again, and you too, Steve. AB9PC and AB2SO, WB8ODF.
7-3 to both of you. AB9PC is listening in.
They deliver. They got these nice little big gray panel truck that comes into town twice a day, except on Sundays. They deliver, so it's really just a phone call away. But you got to prepare. They deliver at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There are no deliveries after that. That's probably one of those funny rules the city has. But if you think ahead, and of course, it's only about 3 miles away to get over the bridge and out of the town limits. So it's really been a minor impediment to anybody who's interested. Let me put it that way. Actually, there are several places that deliver to this town. It's a curiosity. I've never quite figured it out yet, but what exactly the story is there. But that's the way it works here, and it's the way it's worked for many years, and it will probably work that way for many years to come. I suppose they don't want a full-scale uprising here, so they found a little way around doing that. Anyway, with that, I'll wish everyone a Happy New Year, and that'll be about it. I'll let other people talk on here. Just wanted to say hello to you, Dave. I haven't heard you there for a while, and wish you a happy and safe New Year. And with that, WB8ODF, AB2SO, I'll say 73. I'll be listening.
Well, believe it or not, I heard you both. Christy, I heard you, I heard Steve. I don't know how this happens because it's first in, first out on these reflectors, but I heard both of you. So 73 WB8ODF.
Hey, don't run off yet. Casey, there, Oscar, Charlie Victor. I want to say I heard you a long time.
KC0, Oscar, Charlie, Victor. You're kind of breaking up, but Happy New Year.
Sorry about that, David. KC0, Oscar, Charlie, hopeful. I'm just outside with Colorado. So I just wanted to get in there and say Happy New Year, you, my friend. I haven't heard you in a while. KC0, Oscar, Charlie, Victor.
All right, Chris, I don't know if you're going to bed now or you're actually in your truck working, but I got all of that one. So Happy New Year to you as well. I haven't heard you. I guess this is kind of redundant, but I haven't heard you in a long time either. KC0, Oscar, Charlie, Victor, WB8ODF.
Copy, sir. Yeah, copy. Yeah, no, I'm still working. We had a truck get rolled over this morning, so I'm 5 hours behind schedule. Still kicking out deliveries. So you have a wonderful evening, KC0, Oscar, Charlie, Victor, Mobile.
WB8ODF, this is KC8TJV.
KC8TJV, Maryland, very Happy New Year to you and yours.
Back to you, Dave. Long time no chat.
Yes, ma'am. And I haven't been on the Round the World QSO net either in a long time.
No, either have I. Yes, it's been quite a while. I'll put it this way, I've kind of gotten to Facebook, shall we say, so not as much time on the radio, I hate to admit.
Yeah, I told myself, and I'm living up to it, and I'll make it my New Year's resolution for this year as well. I need to stay away from Facebook. I've never got an account, and I don't think I ever will because I just don't have that kind of time.
I have the time, and that's where I spend it. I hate to admit it. So I just wish you a great 2016, Dave. Good to hear you.
You too, Marilyn. KC8TJV, WB8ODF.
Turned on the net, but I guess I turned it on too late. I take it was on at 8 o'clock tonight for the giveaway?
I don't believe, actually, I know they didn't do a giveaway this year. I can't remember who told me that, but somebody here tonight told me that they didn't do a giveaway this year.
Okay. I still have mine from last year, and I'll be honest, I haven't even tried to figure out how to program it yet. I've really got to try to do that.
Well, yeah, I remember you did win one, and Hugh was on here, VE5HWH, who won two of them. That's one lucky person. And I think Alf won two of them as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've checked in there even. That is 9668, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. 9668. They haven't moved an inch.
Just have to get in gear and get back into it again. I haven't checked into some of my other nets that I usually do either.
Well, get back to them. Like I said, it's been a very, very long time since we've talked. So if you'll get back into it, I'll try and get back into it. KC8TJV, WB8ODF.
Good to me. In fact, I have a friend here later on I might try to contact that kind of have a little tradition going where we talk on New Year's Eve there. He's out of Indiana, so I'm going to see if I can hook up with him on one of the nodes here around midnight and see what happens there.
All right. Well, I will let you go. I'll ask this one last question before I go. Is your contact set to happen at midnight?
I'm going to try it. I don't know. I sent him a Christmas card and said something about contacting with him. I never did hear, but I'll throw out his call and see what happens.
Oh, do you meet right here on the QSO Party?
No, this will be his local node. He might check in here. I don't know.
Well, speaking of checking in, there's billions and billions waiting to make a contact, so I will let you go, Marilyn. Thank you very much for jumping in there to say Happy New Year's to me. KC8TJV, WB8ODF, and I will go ahead and get back to listening after your final.
Hi, Dave. It's been nice talking to you. I don't know if you're still in contact with Brian, whose call sign completely evades me. That's how long it's been. But if you know who I'm talking about there, tell him I said hey. Back to you, KC8TJV.
Okay, will do. WB8ODF.
Hey, Happy New Year, Dave. From your neighbor, Chris, WD8EEQ over here in Jackson.
Well, Happy New Year to you as well. And I have heard you on the TechNet. I think you were on the TechNet. Is that where I heard you last?
You got it, buddy. Yep, I get in there a lot and rattle Ron's cage just because. Yeah, I'm sure I've met you along the way somewhere. I mean, I've done repeater stuff in Jackson for almost 40 years, and I know we've spoken in the past, but I don't know that I've had too many QSOs with you since the IRLP thing. But kudos to all the hard work you do and helping everybody out. You're obviously really good at doing the node thing. I finally added a node to one of my repeaters here in Jackson a few years ago with the help of a couple guys that do a lot of IT, because I'm just not an IT guy. But it's been a blast, and really enjoying it, Dave. So anyway, just heard you here on the Crossroads and wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. In case we didn't catch you down on the East Coast Reflector, go ahead.
Yeah, Chris, you said Ron. I think you meant Dick. And I sat in for Dick this past Tuesday. He was in transit down to his snowbird nest in Florida. And I think you and I met through Mark, KC8QVX, or Dale, W9LKI.
You're right. I did say Ron, and I meant Dick. And too many QSOs. Dave, too many QSOs in too many places. They all start scrambling together. And yeah, I'm sure we've met at least one Hamfest, if not a few. In fact, I was just over on QBX's repeater. I'm guessing he must have that thing up on Bundy Hill, because it's full scale here in my little with my little low profile attic antenna. I just finished plugging his frequency in here. So anyway, I'm sure we've met along the way, and yeah, I've been dabbling with building and maintaining repeaters for a long time here in the Jackson area, and known Dale for many years. Just lots of good people doing their thing. You betcha. Well, so anyway, I won't be Dave. I know there's going to be lots of stations here on the Crossroads, but good to hear you, and thanks for running the net the other night. Hopefully you had a good turnout. I was on short time, that's why I checked in and checked back out, but hopefully you had a good turnout during the net. So again, Happy New Year's Eve, and we'll maybe catch you a little later on. WD8EEQ, it's been a pleasure, Dave.
Yeah, same here, Chris. And yeah, he's got his UHF up there on Bundy Hill. I tuned the cans for that one and helped Mark put it together. His VHF is on top of the grain factory he works for. I can't remember the name of it, but that's pretty darn high up there. All right, Chris, WD8EEQ, good talking to you, WB8ODF.
Okay, Dave, I waited for the ID here on my repeater. Yep, I remember Brian telling me about that. I think he mentioned that you had helped him do the cans, and Brian, you know, KC and LMI, he reminds me of me when I was his age. I was helping anybody and everybody do repeater projects because I was like him. I was fearless. I'll climb that tower. I'll put up those sticks at 300 feet. Oh, Brian, he's a machine, isn't he? I'll tell you what, he's a super guy and a great tower guy. Anyway, so yep, I see Brian on a pretty regular basis. He's been a good buddy and a good radio tech man himself. He's certainly come a long way. So anyway, thanks for all you do helping everybody out, and look forward to putting the handshake on you again at one of the upcoming swaps. I'm hoping to get maybe over to Hazel Park, maybe even up to Traverse City in February. A couple good ones that are pretty local. So anyway, thanks again, Dave. Been a pleasure. We'll catch up with you. 73 for now. This is WD8EEQ. We'll be listening on and off, hopefully through midnight.
Yeah, one more thing before I do go, Chris. Yeah, Brian climbed the Bundy Hill Tower. I wasn't going to do it. That thing is scary. WB8ODF.
That's why I was saying Brian is ruthless. I mean, I did a lot of crazy things. I just retired when I was a firefighter. And I tell him, I'll crawl into burning buildings, and I might fall through the floor or fall through a roof, but I used to do a lot more tower work than I've been comfortable with lately. It's just something that must change with age. I still like to climb, but not like him. He is just a frickin' animal, but he's a safe guy. He's a safe animal. He's taken all his classes, got all his certificates, and he knows how to use the ropes and the pulleys. I give him a lot of credit. He's a good guy to have on a tower if you got a project going on. So yeah, I don't blame you. I haven't looked at that tower close lately, but I used to eyeball it quite a bit driving by, especially when we go by the restaurant. And I always thought to myself, I can't believe there's not some local hams down here that don't have a repeater up on that thing somewhere. And obviously that finally changed. Hi. Okay, Dave. Catch you later on. Have a good one. WD80EQ.
WW5NX Mobile, Austin, Texas.
Station just keyed up twice. You're not making it. Just a bunch of noise. K5 DJS, South Texas.
D7ZLU, Montana.
WW5NX, Austin, Texas.
Happy New Year down there to Austin, Texas from up here in Montana. KD7ZLU.
Located down here in B County, 60 miles north of Corpus.
Happy New Year to both of you. WW5NX.
Happy New Year to you guys as well too. K5 DJs.
KD7ZLU N2UIV.
N2UIV KD7ZLU. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, good evening, John. I've been trying to but I guess I don't have enough steam on my radio.
We're getting into it here, but it's got to time it just right between everybody to get people to hear you. That's the hard part, to get in between the repeaters going through all the links.
Yeah, I got that. Texas got you though. That was good. But I'm gonna go pack it in. I'm gonna go watch a little TV and then see you in the morning, I guess. John, you and Sally again have a great New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. This is N2UIV.
Hey, Nick. Take care. Happy New Year from me and Sally also. And we'll catch up with you maybe tomorrow sometime and talk with you again there. N2UIV, KD7ZLU.
This is W5 Charlie Victor Echo in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Wishing everybody a Happy New Year and listening for a call.
Oh, good evening up there in Oklahoma. Kilo Delta 7 Zulu Lima uniform. Happy New Year out of Montana.
Yeah, real good. KD7 Zulu Lima uniform. Real good. Name is Ed. I'm down in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I've got a friend that lives in Montana. His name's Rudy Malden. I'm trying to think what Rudy's call sign is. Seems like he lives in Sealy, Montana, I think. I believe that's where he lives.
Very good, Ed. Now, I know a few people up there in Sealy Lake, but not real good. I talked to them. They're on the Montana Traffic Net in the afternoons here, and a couple of them check in from up there in Sealy Lake. But yeah, it's not a bad evening for New Year's. We got 22 degrees and about 3 to 4 inches of snow on the ground up here. Ed, I didn't quite get your call sign there. If you want to give me that when you come back there. KD7ZLU, and the name here is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November.
Okay, John. Call sign is W5 Charlie Victor Echo. And I'll try to find his call sign here. I believe he's in Sealy. He and I kind of grew up together out in California. And I'll find it here in a minute. But I'm not sure how active he is right now. But here a while back he got hurt real bad. Just nearly got killed. A forklift kicked out of gear on him or something, slipped out of gear and crushed him. And boy, I mean, he just about slipped out on us. So he's still recovering. So I'll send it back to you, John. It's W5CV.
W5CVE, KD7ZLU. Oh, sorry to hear about that. I don't think I know him right offhand, but I might have talked to him at one time or another up that way. On HF, our repeaters won't reach quite that far. They stop just at the top of, right outside of Lincoln, which is just above the lake. And that's where this repeater stops, or the other repeater, and it doesn't go any further in there. But yeah, that's a shame. Hopefully you'll recover and everything out of that. But yeah, we've been HF has been pretty rough right now with with everything, with the solar index going crazy right now with all the stuff coming in and everything. So I don't even have my HF on tonight. Normally I'm on HF also, but I got that off. 6 meters I have on, but it's pretty quiet up here too with the aurora. I see it's just coming into Montana, so we'll see what happens. But that might pick up before the night's over with. Back over to you, Ed.
Yeah, real good. Yeah, HF I think is about to slip away on us. That sunspot cycle's 11-year cycle is about to run out. So 40 is still a little bit of activity on 40 right now. I've got it on there right now. I run mostly PSK 31 on the digital modes. I don't run any power or anything, so that's where I get most of my activity. So and then IRLP and a little bit of local activity here on 2 meters and 440. So anyway, I'll send it back to you, and then listen here for some other folks that might want to check in. I don't want to hold the system here. This W5 Charlie Victor Echo.
W5 Charlie Victor Echo, Kilo Delta 7 Zulu Lima uniform. Yeah, no problem there. And I've got PSK and everything here. I've got a single link and a radio and a computer all set up. But I don't use it that often. I mainly do voice, and I use a TS940S with a Dentron 2500 amplifier on voice. So we normally get out pretty good, but when I can't hear, I don't turn it on. But take care. Nice to hear you on here, and there's been a lot of activity. We've been linked to this reflector all day up here, and we're going to leave it on for quite a while tonight to see what's going on and everything, and listen to everything going on. So take care. Happy New Year from our house to yours, and have a good, safe New Year tonight. W5CV K87ZLU.
Hi, real good, John. It's good to meet you. And I'm just going to stay connected here. I just did a status check on IRLP, and there's 69 nodes right now hooked up here, so that's great. That really is neat. There's a node in England, Australia, and a couple of them in Japan. Now, 3 of them in Japan. So that's fantastic. People from all over the world. Very good. 73. Good to meet you. It's W5CV.
And HGAC.
K6JMQ, SoCal, monitoring. K6JMQ.
K6JMQ. W5 Charlie Victor Echo. Good evening and Happy New Year.
W5 Charlie Victor Echo, K6JMQ. And same to you, my friend. I noticed tonight I'm on the JPL Pasadena repeater. That's the one that I monitor, and I see we're linked. So I expect a lot of traffic. Usually this is a very quiet repeater.
Oh, very good. Yeah, there's quite a few folks linked up here tonight. I just looked at the status page, and there's 69 nodes hooked up to it. So looks like there's going to be a good group tonight for a New Year's QSO party.
Oh, roger that. Like I said, it's funny to turn it on and hear so much activity on the repeater, but it's nice. This repeater is located outside of in Pasadena, just outside the JPL facility. It's not at a very high elevation, but it's a great repeater. It works really well. I'm south of that, about 35, 40 miles south of the repeater, down in Orange County on the coast.
Okay, real good. John, real good. I'm in Ardmore, Oklahoma, about 29 miles north of the Texas line, and right along Interstate 35. So that's where I'm situated at. And I'm originally from the San Ynez Valley, north of Santa Barbara. So if you know where that's at, probably do. And anyway, we're just having a cool evening out here tonight. We've had a lot of rain lately and a lot of wind. Oh my. But the folks down in Texas, they've really been hammered with tornadoes and stuff like that. So I guess we haven't had it too bad up here. I'll send it back to you, John. K6JMQ, W5CVE.
Well, I feel real bad for those folks in Texas. I spent half the year in Idaho and the other half here in Southern California. I guess you can imagine what part of the year I spend in SoCal. I've grown up in Buffalo, New York. I've had my fill of winter. I don't need any more of it. But we split our time, and Southern California has some nice things to offer. That's for sure. One of them is the weather, but when it comes to these big disasters, people say to me every now and again, they'll make the comment, I wouldn't live in or have a place in Southern California because of the earthquakes. And I just look at them and I say, I'll tell you one thing about an earthquake. At least all your stuff is still in the same zip code when it's over. Back to you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I'll tell you what, Oklahoma is not immune to earthquakes. We have several of them here all the time. I mean, there's always an earthquake going on in Oklahoma. I don't know. I would venture to say that we have as many as you do in California. But most of the time it's up north north of Oklahoma City area, but we do have some shakeups down here from time to time. So I don't know. We have both. We have earthquakes and tornadoes, and but here where I'm at, we're kind of fortunate. The tornadoes normally they go north of us and they go south of us, so I feel good about that. But man, when they go through, they normally go through the Oklahoma City area and just south of Oklahoma City, up around Moore and Norman, up in that area. Man, they go through there all the time.
Oh yeah, I see it all the time on the media. You know, it's funny you mentioned that all the earthquakes in Oklahoma. Idaho has its fair share also, but they're usually small ones, and they don't get a lot of press because they're very rural states, so there isn't like there's a lot of damage or potential damage. But yeah, they do get a lot of quakes there. What agency did you retire from?
I retired from the local municipal agency here, Ardmore Police Department, and luckily, the department they was a part of the state police pension, so I ended up with a pension from the state of Oklahoma.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. I retired from Anaheim PD. I was a lieutenant, did 30 years there. My last command was traffic. And you can imagine, with the city of Anaheim, with all the venues, traffic command is probably the worst command I think you could have. It's just god awful busy, and you never get a break. Back to you, Ed.
Yeah, real good. Well, I went from patrol, of course. Went from patrol to crime prevention. From there, back to patrol, then to detectives. Then I made sergeant, went back to patrol as a supervisor. Then I went back to detectives and supervised the juvenile division. And then I went to internal affairs. And then went to training and professional standards. And then, I went back to regular detectives. And then, I made captain and became the administration captain. And then I went back to, became a shift commander from there and then retired.
5 CD. Well, we follow a very similar path. Did many of the same things you did. Very interesting, Ed. Well, my friend, I'm going to go ahead and take a shower and relax. We're staying home tonight. Our kids are grown and gone. Our grandkids were just here and left. And I liked it that way because I don't like them on the road nights like tonight. And of course, luckily there'll be DUI checkpoints all over the county, which I think is nice because it discourages DUIs, but it also keeps people keep their foot out of the gas and keeps things a little safer. So anyway, Ed, good deal, my friend. You take care, and I'll be listening for you. I also am a OMIS and a 1010 member, so I'll probably catch you somewhere in one of these nights. I'll wait for your final, put a ribbon on it, Ed, and you take care.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'll probably catch you on PSK sometime also, so take care. You have a good new year. And this is W5 Charlie Victor Echo 73.
89 DC. 5 AM.
So, you were very
Come back there to the last station.
This is Alpha 09 Papa Charlie who was trying to call me.
Got you in there, Papa Charlie, I believe it was. This is KK4NAM. In North Alabama there. Go ahead.
Well, I'll say Happy New Year to you and turn it back to you. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something, but it slipped my mind, so we'll just turn.
Roger. Well, yeah. Happy New Year's to you, too. Sounded good down this way. I'm down here in North Alabama, and you're sounding good there, so Happy New Year's to you and yours there, KK4AM.
Papa Charlie on the side listening in.
Roger. What was your call sign again there? Go ahead.
Good. Clear with you and AB9. We're
apparently the band is quite kind of up and down there, but 73s and Happy New Year's. KK4AM.
Kilo 9 Delta Charlie.
Kilo 9 Delta Charlie, copy Alpha Echo 7 Juliet, Montana.
9 Delta Charlie, KK4NAM, Jeff in North Alabama.
Yeah, was there a station calling me? This is K9DC.
See, this is KK4NAM, Jeff in North Alabama.
Okay, Jeff. My name's Dave, and as you mentioned, or maybe you know, I'm in Indianapolis. How are things going down there for you this year? It's just about over, but the shouting.
David there, yeah, it's going pretty good down here in Alabama. Yeah, good to hear from you up there in Indianapolis. I'm just listening to the Cotton Bowl on the radio where Alabama is playing Michigan there, and you know, I'm a Roll Tide fan there, and I'm hoping Alabama takes it home there. Go ahead.
Well, that would be good. I don't really care what happens to Michigan, so I guess that would be fine with me.
Roger. How's the weather up there? Man, we've had some flooding down here. I mean, we've had some severe flooding and roads washed away, and I'm kind of hoping that when the new year comes in, the weather will kind of stabilize there, and we won't have to worry about all this flooding and severe weather there. How's it going up there?
Well, not as bad as it is in your area. We had quite a bit of rain, but it's dry now. It hasn't rained for a day or two. And it's just getting colder. Unfortunately, it's going to be winter one of these days, and we're going to have to put up with the cold temperatures. It's just below freezing right now, so it's about 30 or 31, something like that. Not too bad.
Oh, yeah. Roger. Well, I heard that, yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, it'll be quite a good thing for us down here in the South to see freezing temperatures and colder weather coming in to freeze out all the bugs and mosquitoes and insects there. I don't imagine you have that much of a problem up there in Indianapolis where you live with the bugs and such there, but I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of colder weather, and I'm hoping it comes pretty soon down here in the South there. Go ahead.
Well, I think that's going to happen everywhere. It's we don't have very many bugs. They're all froze up and gone away, so we got rid of them.
Hey, Roger, I heard that. Well, yeah, I was just kind of wondering if Christy's still in there. She can jump in and join the conversation. But yeah, I was up there that way. I was up in Wyoming last year, and man, I couldn't believe how good the weather was up there. The atmosphere was quite clear, and it was a completely different weather and atmosphere from down here in Alabama. And so I guess you guys up north there, I don't know if you subscribe to this global warming stuff or not there, but anyway, man, I hope you have a good New Year's there. Go ahead.
I didn't know that was something you could subscribe to.
Do what?
Well, you asked if I subscribe to the global warming, and I didn't even know there were subscriptions available.
Yeah, I hear you there. Well, you know, they said over in New York City, Christmas, they had some of the warmest temperatures they've had recently, but, you know, they don't say that 10 years ago it was actually warmer in New York City on Christmas Day than it is now there, so no, I don't subscribe to global warming, but yeah, I've been up around Wisconsin, Wyoming, and other parts of the world, other than South Alabama down here where I live there, and you know, I think it's kind of all a hoax.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. We had a gentleman in here yesterday from Jackson, Wyoming, and he said it hasn't been above zero for about a week out there. So it's been minus 20, minus 15, and they haven't seen zero for a long time.
Hey, Roger, I heard that. Yeah, I was up there in Cody, Wyoming a couple of years ago, and quite embarrassed myself. I was talking to those guys up there about several years ago where we had quite heavily snowfall down here in Alabama, and we had to kind of dig out, and those guys up there in Wyoming were, you know, were kind of used to having to dig out from snowfalls every year. I mean, I was kind of embarrassed, actually. You know, they don't really have any concept of global warming up there.
No, probably not. Anyway, I gotta run out to my garage and put a couple of things out there that I've been working on tonight. So I'm gonna jump out, let somebody else chat with you here. But I gotta run out to the garage and put some tools away too. So we'll talk with you later on. And Happy New Year to you and everyone down your way. I actually got a Verizon modem from your school district there in Huntsville, and then the program went away from under me. It was rather cool, but it lasted about 2 months, and Verizon shut them off. Oh well, that's another story for another day. Talk with you later on. I've forgotten your call, but this is K9DC, Dave in Indianapolis.
Hey, Roger there, Dave in Indianapolis. Have a good one, and 73's Happy New Year's to you and yours there. Yeah, down here in Huntsville, we have the Von Rocket Center. It's the Rocket Space Center USA down here, and we do all kind of things. Got the Marshall Space Flight Center there, so yeah. We'll catch you later, and if Christy or anybody else in there wants to jump in, we'll be glad to talk to you. So, 73's have a good one. KK4AM, Rocket City, USA.
Yeah, Christy's got some kind of a problem going on up there with their repeater. She hasn't been able to get a consistent signal in. And she's in the same city, you know, so it's fairly close to her, but she's having trouble tonight. So I've talked to her earlier today, and several other folks have too. She's been trying, but she was having trouble making their repeater work. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later on. Have a good evening. K9DC.
Roger, 73s to you and yours. Yeah, I think I heard you guys on there. We're having a IRLP net down here in Rocky City. We're linked into worldwide RLP 2-meter net. Down here in Huntsville, it's 146.940. If you guys want to check into the IRLP net, if you got a node up there around Indianapolis, maybe I can catch you guys, you and Christy, on the IRLP node there. KK4NAM, 73s.
This is Kilo Echo Zero, Echo Whiskey November, in Southwest Iowa, wishing everyone a Happy New Year.
Whiskey November up there in Iowa. This is KK4 November Alpha Mike Jeff in Alabama. Merry Happy New Year's.
KK4 NAM Jeff, this is Larry, KE0EWN, in Mondamin, Iowa. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Just wanted to jump in there and thought I'd throw my call out there, and I'm going to sit here now till midnight, I do believe. Over.
Roger there, Larry, up there in Iowa. Sounding good down this way. Got a good copy on the RLP link. I'm on a node down here from Birmingham. Sounded good down this way, and man, oh man, I tell you what, I wish you a Happy New Year's.
You're sounding mighty good up here too, and definitely a Happy New Year's to you down your way. You'll probably see the New Year before we do, because we're in the Central Time Zone here, and I think you're probably on the Eastern Time Zone. Over.
Hi, Roger there, Larry, up there in Iowa. My name is Jeff. I'm located in Alabama. My call is KK4NAM. I'm glad to hear from you there. Sounded good this way. Sounds like there may be some more stations trying to get into the node there, so I'll be standing by and wishing you Happy New Year's, and this is KK4NAM from Alabama, standing by.
KK4NAM, Jeff, this is KE0EWN, Larry, standing by.
KE4EWN, copy AE7JJ, Montana.
AE7JJ, this is KE0EWN, Larry, in Mondamin, Iowa.
KK4NAM, Alabama. Got that Montana station in there. Good to hear you guys up there in Montana and Iowa. This is KK4NAM. Jeff, go ahead.
K4NAM, W5PDR. Got a QSO going with Larry first. Larry, this is Rod in Great Falls, Montana, AE7JJ. Got an excellent contact into your local repeater there. You sound like you're local. Great setup on the network tonight. And had to jump in there. Spent about 7 years in Omaha myself. Where are you located in relation to there? Over.
Yeah, Rod, we're probably 35 miles north of the Omaha Council Bluffs Metro, just off I-29. Over.
WA0JYD.
Okay, the JYZ station, please stand by. QSO in process. Yeah, Larry, know the area well. Was stationed there at Offutt Air Force Base on 2 different tours, and really enjoyed our time in Nebraska, other than the tornadoes. Over.
Yeah, that's the one thing for sure. We don't really care for the tornadoes around here, but we just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. sounds like we have starting to pick up traffic. And nice talking to you, Rod, and you sound good here. I'm sure we'll probably talk again. This is KE0EWN standing by.
All right, Larry, thank you very much for the comeback. Just for all the global warming scoffs out there, it's 25 degrees. I got 8 inches of snow on the ground, and it's blowing off of my roof. So I'm going to go pick up Jeff in Alabama, and go Tide. And Jeff, you copy AE7JJ?
AE7JJ, got a good copy on me down here in Alabama. Yeah, roll Tide. I'm listening to the Tide playing Michigan there, but yeah, I just really interested in talking to some of the guys up there in Montana. I have a heartfelt condition for Montana from down here in Alabama. I just recently retired, and last year I went up there to Montana and Wyoming area, and just kind of wondering if there's I kind of love the area up there. Man, it's quite beautiful, and we was up around Cookie, Montana. About the same time, there was a guy killed by a grizzly bear up there. So, man, I really love that country up there. All the grizzly bears and the people eaten by grizzly bears, and it's kind of a thrill to me to be able to talk to people up there in Montana there. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. We kind of had a late start to the fall here. The grizzlies were out, and the food was a little scarce for them. A lot of bears were out till late, but everybody's denned up now because we've had snow on the ground here since November, more or less, and cold temps. We kind of been bouncing. We were close to zero here the other night and saw about 30 degrees today. You're going to see 35 tomorrow, but yeah, Montana is one of the last frontiers you're going to find. Here, Wyoming, and maybe Alaska, we're all pretty similar, other than it gets a little bit colder in Alaska, and we're not quite as isolated. But you can find places to go hide up here if you want to. Over.
I heard that. Yeah, well, I actually lived in Alaska as a young child there. I lived up in Anchorage, Alaska back in the early 50s, but I found out on my last trip to Montana and Wyoming that it was acceptable and quite beautiful country. I think they actually closed one of those roads up there north of the Grand Canyon. They actually closed it off in October, I believe it is. They closed that road off up there, and man, oh man, I was up there, and man, I was looking for grizzly bears, and we were bow hunting up there, and I was kind of fearful of the grizzly bears up there, but man, I'll tell you what, from a southern boy down here in Alabama, I believe that I really should be living up there around Montana. KK4AM.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I'm a transplant myself. Go a little bit north of Lexington, a little town called Cynthiana, Kentucky is where I grew up, and I've been out here more or less since the late 80s and retired out of the Air Force here. But, so I'll give you the final. There was one more station out there, IRLP QSO, that's been standing by, so let you go ahead and have the final, and I'll pick up that whiskey station, and I'll get off and let some others have it.
Right here. Yeah, man, I heard that, yeah. Yeah, my father was in the Air Force. We were up in Anchorage, Alaska in the 50s. He was one of the first fighter pilots to fly the first Delta Wing supersonic fighter, the F-102. We were up there in Anchorage, Alaska. So, 73s, Happy New Year's, have a good one. Good to talk to you guys up there. Catch you later, and anybody else there coming on here, KK4NAM, North Alabama.
Right, there was a whiskey station waiting for AE7JJ Montana. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes, good evening. This is Whiskey Alpha Zero Juliet Yankee Delta. The name is Norm, N-O-R-M. You're my first Montana. So I wanted to get a hold of you and say too late for that. Happy New Year's.
You're in the Air Force. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Thank you for your service. Yeah, about the Air Force. You probably know what Civil Air Patrol is. Yeah, I'm a cadet in Civil Air Patrol. Yeah, I might do Air Force when I go. Would you recommend it?
Oh, roger that. I think the Air Force would be mighty fine. It's a Cadillac of all services. May get some argument on that, but it's a buddy of mine. I call him a brother. His son went in the Air Force, and he's doing fine. And it's a good thing for a young man, and it's just a fantastic opportunity. And you can make a career out of it if you want to, or use it to get a good job in regular society, like I did. I work for a federal agency that's inspectors for NASA, and it wasn't for my military background, I wouldn't have got the job, but needless to say, I make pretty good money, but I owe it all to the Air Force. Best decision ever made.
Okay, well, thanks for the advice. I was just wondering, do you know what Civil Air Patrol is?
I'm sorry, I missed that last transmission.
Is this better? Well, I was asking, do you know what Civil Air Patrol is?
Not sure about that one.
Oh, okay, well, then I could tell you about it. Well, basically, it's an Air Force auxiliary that offers cadet programs, aerospace education, and emergency services. So they have the largest fleet of privately owned small aircraft that in the United States, I believe, mostly Cessna 172s and 182s. And I'm a cadet in Civil Air Patrol, so they wear Air Force uniforms, drill according to the Air Force drill manual. It's kind of like junior ROTC, but they actually have a mission, which is emergency services. So I've been on training missions and one real mission for location finding and stuff like that of emergency location transmitters. I've also been flying in some of the aircraft that they have, which they offer free flights in those, and weekly meetings and stuff like that. It's a really fun program for kids my age, and also adults who want to become senior members in the program.
Okay, roger that. I believe it was Civil Air Patrol?
Yep, that's what it was. That's what it is, yeah. I'm still part of it. It's really fun. Other than that, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we do. Recently we were doing our Connecticut wing. A bunch of the squadrons got together and we were directing traffic at one of the state fairs that we had there, or county fairs. That was really fun. Got to stay overnight on the weekend. Got to learn how to park cars. Got to visit the fair as well. That's where I got into radio from Civil Air Patrol, because they have their own channels for emergency services and for communications at events like this. And just, lots of fun stuff.
Oh, roger that. Okay. How old are you, may I ask?
I'm 14. Yeah, seems pretty old for a ham radio operator. No one around here is my age that's ham radio operator.
Roger that. All right. Well, I think that you'd be a good candidate for the Air Force. Maybe a pilot. I don't know. It takes a little bit of doing to get there, but in the United States Air Force, I think would be a good choice for you. Go ahead.
I was considering it a lot, and I still am. Probably not pilot, because my vision kind of sucks, but some kind of aircraft. engineer or maintenance or something like that. Anything in the Air Force sounds really fun. Any career option. Go photographer, I speak Russian, so I know another language. Any career option sounds fun to me.
Roger that. I think we had a breaker in there. Go ahead.
To interrupt your QSO, Happy New Year to you guys. This is Victor Echo 4 Yankee Lima.
Hey, roger that there. Where's your location?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
I'll say again.
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Roger that there. How you doing tonight? Happy New Year.
We're doing pretty good this evening. Just wanted to say quickly Happy New Year, you guys, and 7-3. We'll chat with you guys another time. VE for Yankee Lima, taking down the link.
Roger that there. How's your weather over there?
It's beautiful and nice and warm. The snow is melting, and but we're supposed to get some more.
Yeah, roger that there. Welcome to the net, and we hope you have a happy New Year, and I'd like to talk to you some more.
Oh, yes, that's for sure. My handle here is, by the way, Rosie. You probably heard me from other nets or whatever.
I probably missed that one. I'm talking from a mobile in El Paso, Texas, on the high desert plains, and we're just sitting out here in mobile and talking a little bit and seeing who's out there.
Sounds good. You travel safe then, and wherever you have to go, and for your family as well. Happy New Year, and take care.
Yeah, roger that there, and the same to you and your family.
Yeah, thank you, and I will let you chat with the other gentleman again, and I will take down the link. 7-3. Happy New Year.
What country did you say you were from?
One of theirs. Separately.
Golf 7, Zulu Papa Alpha, monitoring again.
Something 7, Zulu Papa Alpha. This is KC1 ETJ, Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet in Connecticut.
Andrew.
I'm sorry, was that just talking to you?
A bit ago. You didn't get my personal, but it's Papa Echo Romeo Romeo Yankee. That's Perry.
Okay.
We're out of Reno, Nevada.
Okay. How's the weather down there?
Chilly. It's 14 degrees right now.
14 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I don't have the temperature by me, but somewhere around there, I would expect. Were you the one I was talking to a few minutes ago about, you said you were in New Hampshire? Oh, was that you?
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, El Paso, Texas.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, recognized.
Roger that. I was the one talking to you a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was getting confused there with all the call signs.
Yeah, roger that. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit under the New Year's influence and not feeling a whole lot of pain. But anyway, I'd like to see you go in the Air Force, son. You know, I think you'll do well, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you.
So who else we got out there?
Say again.
AB1LZJ, Kilo Bravo 1, Luma Zulu Juliet. Happy New Year, Perry and Andrew.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, roger that there. Happy New Year to you too. And don't know what time zone you're in there.
I'm in Eastern Standard. Actually, not the daylight. It's 2:30 approximately this morning. Temperature is 39.6 coast. Oh, about 25 miles east of Andrew there. Go ahead.
This is Andrew here. Which repeater are you using?
Yeah, roger that. All right, 39 and so degrees, and right now I'm sitting in my mobile and big old Dodge Cummins turbo diesel idling in my driveway in West Texas in the high Chihuahuan Desert, 4,000 foot altitude. We're showing 39 degrees outside. We had an 8-inch snow over the weekend, and we're doing okay down here.
Very good, Perry. Very good. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow. A very warm December, actually. It was up in the 50s and 60s just about every day. Again, it's unseasonably warm at 40 degrees, well, 39.7, same as there, but we haven't had much snow at all. We had a light dusting here on the coast, but that went away real quick. And we're waiting for the wallop. That's in New England here, like Mark Twain said, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. And that's what's going to happen here. It's going to be 70 degrees one day, and then the next day it's going to be 20 degrees and snowing. That's New England.
I was just wondering, which repeater are you using to the Connecticut station?
My first person was JD, and I'm on the Woodbridge repeater.
Hey, we're both on the same repeater here. Yeah, I don't have the IRLP tone for you. Yeah, we're both on the Woodbridge machine. You're hitting it quite well. Did you say Clinton, Connecticut? I'm in Milford, not far at all. I'm only running 5 watts on my HT with an externally mounted antenna.
I know that. I know all about you, Andrew. Mounted it on your balcony, you're out your porch. You got a 10-meter antenna coming. That you got to assemble. I know everything. I'm like Santa Claus.
Yeah, so apparently many people in Connecticut know me right now. Yeah, I spend most of my time on the 610 machine in West Haven. Sometime on this machine. I checked into the NAT a few days ago. Or maybe when was that? Yesterday maybe? I'm not sure. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm in New Ham. Kevin K1XJ offered me a free 10-meter radio. So he has to dig that up, and he said that he'll give it to me. Really nice of him. So John W1JON has been really helping me out. He sold me the antenna that I'm using right now. And, yeah, everyone's been really helpful around here.
I know a lot. KG7ZPA. Terry, you gonna sit in your driveway and idle that diesel all night?
Nevada, that's the other guy out there.
Roger that there. I'm keeping warm in here. Outside temperature is 39 degrees, and we're keeping it warm in here, so no problem.
KC180J to the Connecticut station. Besides by your call sign. Which repeater are you usually on?
You're probably talking to me. It's KB1LZJ. First person was JD. Juliet Delta. Junkyard Dog. JD. I use the ones around Connecticut. This one, 610. Wallingford. East Haddam. East Hampton. I use them all. I monitor everything.
Okay, so you probably heard me on 610.
A couple of times too.
Yeah, I might have. Wait, what's your call sign once more? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. It's just a bit confusing. Lots of people with different call signs.
Maya Pencil. It's KB1LZJ. Kilo Bravo 1 Lima 2 Julia. Clinton, Connecticut. 39.7 degrees.
We talked to you a few times. Yeah, so, you know, everybody on 610 then, right? Kevin, John, everybody else.
I'm going to sit by for just a second. I'm going to get a cool one out of the refrigerator over there because I haven't had a single drop of any kind of adult beverage all night. Not a single drop. And there's 2 other stations in there. Let them go. This is KB1LJ, and I'll be standing by. I'll talk to you later, Andrew.
Well, you got to take care of that adult beverage there. I'm taking care of mine right here. And little rum and Diet Coke. And 0 carbs, 0 calories, or so they say. But anyway, you get to the fridge and pick you up something.
Well, to all the stations out there, I'm going to say 7-3. This is Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet in Connecticut. And it's about 2:45 here, and I should be in bed. So, 7-3 to everybody out here. And I'll talk to you all later.
Not Andrew.
73s from El Paso, Texas, on the high desert plains. Take care. 73s. I'll be clear on your part.
63s, Andrew. Kilo Golf 7, Zulu Papa Alpha, Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada. How's your weather up there? KW5 PDR.
It's 14 degrees out.
That hurt. I can feel that right now.
14 degrees, and we're just a little outside of Reno. Our elevation right now is 5,100 feet. We have about 1 inch of snow on the ground, but, we had about 6 inches till it melted the other day. But the cold weather has hit us.
Hey, roger that. All right. We had about 8 inches on Saturday, so we missed White Christmas here. But made a good 8 inches, so and made everything real nice. We're at the southern tip of the Rocky Mountains here in El Paso, Texas, and they look real pretty with the snow on them, and looks like the Swiss Alps.
The snow scenery, we got a lot of that around here. We've got mountains also. But is that coming and staying nice and warm? Because I know mine runs really cool.
Oh, I tell you, she's taking care of business in the driveway here. Nice and toasty in here, and I was on the handy talkie inside the house, so I got a base station in there, but things are a little kerfuffled right now, but did a little remodeling inside the house and everything, and the handy talkie, handy scratchy, but the old mobile is working quite well.
We're on a handy talkie right now with an external antenna on the outside of the house till we get our base station hooked up. I do have a nice mobile, but it's a little too cold to be out there.
Roger that there. Your handy talkie is working quite well, man. You're nailing that repeater there and doing quite well. I have some kinfolks up in your area there. Lake Tahoe in that area. So I'm sure they are still there and probably dealing with a little bit of cold weather.
I think it was snowing up there a little bit earlier today, and it's a little colder up there too.
Roger that there. You live in the city of Reno?
I live just north of Reno, out on the outskirts of town.
Alrighty. Roger that there. I guess you have to fly into Reno to get to Lake Tahoe there, I presume.
Have to fly into Reno because Tahoe doesn't have a big enough airport, and then you can, drive up to Tahoe. We lost you. KG7 ZPA, we're on the side.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, El Paso, Texas.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, KB1LZJ, Kilo Bravo 1, Lima Zulu, Juliet, Connecticut.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, go ahead.
You confused with Perry a little while ago. You're sitting out, you're out in the truck. There you go. What, are you using Echolink or IRLP?
Hell, I don't know. I'm on a local repeater around here.
Probably Echolink. I'm looking you up on the Echolink and I can't find you there either. I'll try it again.
Roger that. What's your location?
in Clinton, Connecticut. Clinton, like, used to be president, or maybe the next president. Clinton.
Well, we hope not. I don't know. I guess it depends on what side of the fence you're on there, brother. But, yeah, down here in El Paso, Texas, on the Chihuahuan Desert, High Plains.
Difference between the IRLP and Echolink?
Just two different systems, that's all. The IRLP is a little bit older. Echolink's a little newer. They both work pretty much the same.
Because I downloaded the Echolink to my cell phone, but I haven't figured out how to use that yet.
It worked well. I've never tried it on a cell phone. I've heard guys using it. I don't have a smartphone. I don't need one. But the Echolink works well. I've used that a few times. It's nice that you can do it right from your computer. You don't necessarily have to have the radio in front of you.
I never really, looked it up or anything.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo. We're going to say 73s to everybody out there, and wish you all a prosperous, happy New Year. The libations has taken me under here, and I want to call it a night. And like I say, 73s, and y'all take care.
Okay, 73 call. We'll catch you again some other time. Have a great New Year.
We'll catch you later. Kilo Golf 7, Zulu Papa Alpha. We're still monitoring you.
Terry, did you say you were using a handheld from the home? With an outside antenna? Is that what you're doing?
Hi, Dave. This is W3NH. Anybody celebrating midnight on the West Coast?
This is KB1LZJ. Give me that last call. It's W3. Give me a call again.
Certainly. Whiskey 3, November Hotel.
Good. Whiskey 3, November Hotel. This is Kilo Bravo 1, Lima, Zulu, Julia. I'm not really on the West Coast, but I'm on the East Coast. That still counts. I'm in Clinton, Connecticut. Where you located? And yeah, not really celebrating, but it is the New Year.
Yeah, fine business. Personal here's Owen, Ocean Whiskey Echo, November. Let me take a quick pause just in case. I don't want to deprive any of the guys on the West Coast of, I don't want to steal their thunder. Let me pause and see if anybody over there wants to say Happy New Year right quick. And if we don't get a pickup here in a few seconds, I'll yell back at you. Didn't get your name.
Well, first personal is JD, like Juliet Delta, JD.
Okay, JD, stand by for just a minute. Let's see if we got any takers on the West Coast. All right, W3NH. JD, one of two things is taking place. Either they all got drunk ahead of time or they all fell asleep early.
Yeah, oh, and it was 3 o'clock here, so most of the party revelers over there are already sleeping. Now, you're coming in and out of a Connecticut repeater. Did you know that?
Well, I wasn't sure which one. I don't have software to tell me what nodes I'm connected to, but other than Reflector, well, I guess I could go online and look at it. Go to the status page and figure it out. But that requires too much effort. Anyway, JD, I hope you guys had a fun New Year's, and we're just an hour behind you. I'm actually in the southeast. One of the beauties and benefits of a vanity call, that way you can confuse everyone. But since I'm not a big HF operator, I didn't think the district number really applied anyway.
And yeah, it's 3 o'clock here. Yeah, you're an hour behind. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I understand that. I was going to say, you're coming out of a Connecticut repeater. I don't know if you're going to find many West Coasters here on the East Coast.
Well, I'm probably operating under the grand illusion that there's more than one node hooked up here off this reflector. Yes, I'm coming through the Connecticut repeater, but I imagine that there are probably, last I heard, something in the neighborhood of 40 or 50 at that time nodes connected. So I assume there's at least one still out on the West Coast that's tied in with us.
Oh, I'm going to say 73. I'm going to get out of here, but I'll let you do what you got to do. Happy New Year to you. And 73, this is KD1LZJ.
Well, fine business, JD. Thank you for the QSO, and maybe we'll chat again somewhere down the log. I hope so anyway. Take care, and Vita Zane, the W3NH. Old man, you're all noise, W3NH. You're not making your repeater.
Yo, up, it's 3 a.m. and do something better with your New Year.
But I got the last half of your transmission, so you might want to give me a replay.
Shut up. It's 3 a.m. and it's New Year's Day, and this is not what you should be doing on the newest day of the year.
Says the guy that's transmitting at 3 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Day. KC and DSP.
I think he was saying that it's 3 a.m. where he is, and basically if it's 3 a.m. it's already New Year's, and this is no place to be. But I had a choice of doing that or emptying the litter box for the cat. So here I am, and hi, Matt. Okay, I'm going to drop the node here for a minute. Oh, man, I just cannot copy you. I apologize. You're unreadable. I'm going to drop the nodes for now, and I'll be back shortly. W3NH.
Hey, Mr. Craig. Craig, it's Ronald Dugan. Go to bed, Craig. You're never going to find me.
So, Mark.
I guess I never watched that show that you guys were talking about with Omaha pictures in it.
The guy's name escapes me, and I'm sure if any of our VK people are listening, they can fill me in. But the guy that does the animal stuff, I mean, this was the original. This was a program that was sponsored by the Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company, and every week they took you to Africa, to Tasmania, wherever, to show you animals you've never seen before. And back then I'm going to say I was probably 15.
Okay, D5PUR. That's Marlon Perkins.
That's him.
Jim Fowler, W9NES.
Oh, wait. The one that just died with the stingray attack.
Good Lord. Well, that wasn't him anyway. I remember who that was. But he was a diver. Perkins wasn't.
Comment, W2MIC.
The Wild Kingdom. The newer one, I just can't remember his name. I've watched many of his shows. He's like the crocodile fighter and all.
Go ahead, comment.
Boston?
Yeah, the comment station. Go ahead.
Steve Irwin?
Yeah, that's right. Steve Irwin. I couldn't remember that.
You're good. Happy New Year, W2MIC. Clear.
He's the new, or was the new Wild Kingdom guy. But this was fantastic. A lot of this was shot from, very far away with lenses. But I watched it religiously, and I loved it. The Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
CQ. This is Romeo Echo Delta Lima Echo Golf 1 on KA8 IRL. Radio check.
Your audio is pretty low. I missed the call there. V5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
Yeah, this is Romeo Echo Delta Lima Echo Golf 1 on KA8 YRL. Just wishing everybody a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, V5 Sierra Delta Hotel in Summer in Regina, Saskatchewan.
Roger that. Romeo Echo Delta Lima Echo Golf. Signing out. Have a good night.
Happy New Year, Summer. This is WA0JYD.
Happy New Year to you too, Norm. We have about half an hour-ish or something to go until it's actually midnight here, but Happy New Year.
Yeah, down here we're on the same time frame as you. It's 11:30, but we'll wait. WA0JYD.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm scooting around to see if anyone is on 160, because 40 is not working very well. So who knows? Maybe 160 is open.
Quick question, Summer. Are you getting on for straight key night?
Yeah, I talked to one guy for straight key night. I guess straight key night you can also use a bug, so that's really handy.
Didn't know you could use a bug, but I'm a collector of side swipers compared to regular keys.
Well, that's neat. I only have one, and I had to buy it myself. I haven't run into any side swipers anywhere else to add to my collection of keys here.
Roger that. Happy New Year. WA0JYD.
Actually, I should say I would buy it myself anyway, but it was new, not an old, not a old one. It was new from when Tom K4 VIZ was building keys. He made a little side swiper along with other key types, so I bought that.
One little thing to let you know, one time a few years ago I tried to make my own, and it failed terribly, but I sure tried. It looked awful nice, but it didn't work.
That's a bummer. Better luck next time with that, I guess.
I guess I'm just not too good with woodworking. Anyway, WA0JYD on the side.
Yep, Happy New Year there, Norm. I'll be here listening. 73V5SDH.
Hey, Christy, I just thought of this. My joining the radio club here in Ann Arbor gives me access to the full station at the Red Cross and the one at the, and you can Google this, the one at the Hands-On Museum in downtown Ann Arbor. So we should try to make another CW contact. I think you and I did, and I think me and Bill and you did, W0SUN.
I think you mean Summer, but yeah, definitely we should make a CW contact. What's the call there at that station? Would you be using that one?
Summer, what did I say?
You called me Christy, but that's okay.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't include Hugh in the in the Happy New Year's.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm not sure what it is. I know one of the things used the W8UM station, and the other one, the Red Cross, I'm not sure what it is because I haven't been there yet, but I'm waiting for my key.
That'd be fun to have a CW contact with you from there, that's for sure.
But we actually did make one, right? I mean, we had the context of being an actual contact, right?
Oh yeah, we did. I think we made a couple that kind of worked. I was at our club station here once, and yeah, there was one where there was you and me and Bill W0SUN on a band. Yeah. I'm not sure if that was before or after I got the vertical on the roof. I'll have to look in my messy file and find out when that happened.
I can tell you right now, it was before the vertical. It was way before the vertical.
There you go. Might have a little bit better luck with the vertical.
Well, we can try again. I still have my rotatable dipole just sitting out there in the hallway, and I swear to this, I'm not kidding. Right now, I am using it as a dish towel drying rack. That's sad, but it's true.
That is sad, but before you transmit, take the towels off. It probably won't tune properly with the towels on it.
Well, with my MFJ Deluxe Versa 2, I'm sure I can tune it down. Because one of the things on the TechNet, I've said this a couple of times, on the TechNet, you can dry your dish towels and transmit at the same time. So I think I can bring the SWR down.
Okay. Well, that might be interesting.
Yep, just a couple of 40-meter ham sticks and the mounts, and you got yourself a rotatable dipole. All right, I'm going to go back to listening, even though it was very, very quiet. VE5SW, SDHWB8ODF.
That's all right. I've been called all sorts of other call signs besides my own on the HF bands. All sorts of different letter combinations. That's okay. And good to hear you there. 7-3 for now, Dave. V5SDH.
Well, you were also called Christy. WB8ODF.
DJ. KC1 ETJ in Milford, Connecticut, USA.
This is W5 Charlie Victor Echo in Oklahoma.
Well, Happy New Year's, Oklahoma.
Well, thank you. Name is Ed, and I'm in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
When are you having New Year's? Out here in Connecticut, we had our New Year's 46 minutes ago.
Back at the house, so heard you in there, wanted to say Happy New Year's. Go ahead.
Okay, real good. And the New Year in Connecticut, I watched the ball drop on Fox News.
Yep, watched the ball drop as well. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess so in Oklahoma, have you had your New Year yet, or is it coming up?
It'll be about 15 more minutes. I didn't get your call.
A bit later, KC9TXE, clear.
My call is Kilo Charlie 1 Echo Tango Juliet, and I'm in Milford, Connecticut, USA.
Okay, real good. And Happy New Year to the KC9 station and KC1 Echo Tango Juliet. Okay, real good. This is W5CB. Real good. Name is Ed, and I'm in Ardmore, Oklahoma. And it's 15 more minutes to go, and it'll be New Year here. And looks like things are starting to calm down on the reflector. Looks like there's quite a few of the nodes have already checked out by now.
Yep. Yeah, I guess over here it's 2016 now, and it'll be 2016 in Oklahoma. 15 more minutes. Hopefully 2016 will be a good year.
Yeah, I hope so. Sure do. I hope it'll be a good year. We'll see.
Yeah, so what are you doing for New Year's?
Well, I'm just hanging around the shack right now. That's about all I'm doing. Tomorrow I'm going to do some antenna work, get my antenna back up. I had to take it down because of the wind. We had quite a bit of wind here last week, and I had to get it down so I could move it around a little bit and get it a little more secure.
How long have you been in the hobby?
Well, Andrew, I guess you go by Andrew. I'm looking at you on QRZ. I've been a ham for 42 years now. Been on since I was 16. And I've enjoyed every bit of it. It's one of the greatest hobbies in the world, I think.
Well, I've been a ham for, let's see, about a month now. And I got my license when I was 14. I still am 14. So hopefully I'll stick with it till old age.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You just hang right in there. And, just keep on studying and take that next step and get your general. And have you done anything on HF yet?
No, sir, I have not. Well, I'm on my 2-meter 440 HT right now on a 440 repeater. It's connected to the node. No, not HF, but one of the guys on my local repeater offered me a free 10-meter mobile rig, 25 watts. So he just needs to find it and all that, and then once I get it set up, I'll be on HF.
Yeah, very good. Well, 10 meters is a good band when it's open. And there has been some openings here lately. And you can work some great DX on 10 meters. When the band is open, you can work Europe and South America anytime. But you can work some pretty neat stuff on 10 if it's open. And so it's a lot of fun. And but you sure want to, work on your general. It's just 35 questions, like your tech, and I don't know. I think the test is easier myself.
Well, I haven't really thought about that yet, but yeah, there's really no reason not to. I'll probably do it sometime 2016. It'll be one of my 2016 goals.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. Just jump right in there. Get you a manual, license manual, and study that thing. That'll be great. You can have you a lifelong hobby there. That'll be super. It's a lot of fun. I sure had a lot of fun with it when I was a teenager. Growing up and everything. And when I went to service, I had a lot of fun with it then. When I went out to sea, I had fun with it out on the ship, and just a lot of fun.
WA0JYD.
Keep on my local repeaters, and they're really nice, really helpful. Helping me out, teaching me how to build stuff. One of the guys sold me this antenna, plus he gave me some free antennas. Yeah, I'm using an externally mounted quarter wave, or 2 meters and 440. Yeah. For me as a teenager, it's probably pretty rare, at least around my area, to be a ham radio operator. At least no one in my school is. No one that I really know is a ham radio operator at my age. Yeah, but I enjoy talking to people that aren't my generation. I get annoyed at my generation sometimes, too.
Very good. Yeah, there was a WA0JYD came in. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening there, WA0JYD. I'd like to call letters with a guy in Connecticut, and I also wish him to congratulate him on getting his license there. And at 14, I think that's doing pretty good. I was 15, and the other gentleman was 16. So, yeah, look, we kept it our entire lives. The only thing I ask is remember to renew it every 10 years, and you'll be just fine, because, so give me your call letter so I can congratulate you and give me your name there. The name here is Norm, Norway Ocean Roger Mary, and I'm in Nebraska.
Well, hello and Happy New Year. Or, at least not yet. My call is Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet. My name's Andrew, and I'm here in Connecticut.
After that in Connecticut, well, you go ahead and start. Just remember one thing about the test. You don't have to get a perfect score. And that's what most people are afraid of. I might not pass. Yeah, but you don't have to have a perfect score. So, if you ace it, that's fine. If you don't, you still don't need to pass the test. And that's what I have to tell you to encourage you to take your general often as possible. WA0JYD saying Happy New Year and congratulations.
Yeah, and the guys at my local club here are really nice about it. I was talking to the guy before taking my test, and he said, if you don't pass it, fine, we'll give you another test for free, and then maybe you'll pass that one. Yeah, I have a club here about half a mile from. I don't have a car, but I could bike there in about 5 to 10 minutes. Really close. Plus, I could have hit the repeater really well. I mean, it's nice to have a club that close.
What's the other station there? I didn't get your call or location. This is WA0JYD.
Yeah, real good, Norm. WA0JYD with KC1ETJ. This is W5 Charlie Victor Echo. My name is Ed, and I'm in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Yeah, sounds like we all started out in our teen years. That's good. Can make for a lifetime of amateur radio, and no, it's a good hobby, and I've sure enjoyed it through the years, and have done a lot of stuff with it. So I'm glad to see Andrew get involved. Go ahead, Norm.
Okay there, Ed. And Happy New Year. I can't get over that. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you. And heard you had it while you were out to sea, and I was in the Navy, and when I was out in the South Pacific, it was sure nice to be a DX that somebody came after. That was so much fun. I can't tell you how it was that people tried to get me and wanted me. That is really a great feeling when people pile up trying to call you because you're out in the South Pacific. That's a whole lot of fun, Ed.
Yeah, it sure is, Norm. It sure is. Yeah, it's great. Now this last year, or this year at our Hamfest, local Hamfest, I tested a young fella for his general, and he was 13. And my goodness, I think if I'm thinking right, he got 100% on his exam. I believe he got 100%, and he got his technician class license when he was 11. So he was a very sharp little fellow, and his dad was a VE also. Of course, he couldn't take part in the exam, but his dad bought him a new Kenwood TS480 for getting his general class license.
Wow, I say wow. That's got to be as much fun as getting your first car that your dad buys you when you turn 16 and you get your driver's license. That's got to be a whole lot of fun. No doubt about it. I didn't have that opportunity, I'm afraid. So, anyway, that sounds really, really great. So let's give it back up there to Andrew there and see how the weather is up there in Connecticut. We've got 14 inches of snow on the ground, and it's about 19 degrees. What is it up there in Connecticut? This is WA0JYD.
The weather here is not winter-like. No snow on the ground. A bit chilly, cold. Not below freezing, though. Warm for winter. Did not have a late Christmas or anything. And I think you said you're in the Navy. Thanks for your service.
Thank you there, Andrew. I think other people want to get on here because it's just about ready to turn New Year's Day, so we'll let other people get on there and say their thing. So Happy New Year to everybody that's listening. I'm just going to be on the side. WA0JYD.
Okay, Norm and Andrew, I'm going to jump off here myself. It's just about to turn 12 here in Oklahoma, Central Time. It's W5 Charlie Victor Echo. Happy New Year to everybody listening.
7-3, KC1ETJ.
Happy New Year from Saskatchewan, Victor Echo 5, Sierra Delta Hotel. I was a little bit early, but I'm not too early. Anyway.
Should old acquaintance be forgot? This is the #1 bottle of whiskey in Niantic, Connecticut, USA. Wishing a Happy New Year to all at the Tone. Central Time, it's midnight. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, V5SDH.
V5SDH. It's W5 Charlie Victor Echo.
5 Charlie Victor Echo. Good morning, I guess. V5SDH.
Yeah, good morning now. Name is Ed, and I'm in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I am so glad to hear that you've taken such an interest in CW. That is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. It's my favorite mode, and once I heard it, that was it. I just had to know it, and been gone crazy for code ever since.
That's very good. I wish that every fairly new ham would do that. That's fantastic. It's a fine art of amateur radio. So, and it's getting very popular. I still am into CW, and I love it, and I'm finding that I think it's more popular now than it was when I had to know it to get my license.
Yeah, it could be, and hopefully most of the people that are learning it now are actually learning it and not having something rated for them.
Yeah, it's good. Sure is. I'm glad you're interested, and I hope many more will pick it up. Sure do. So, anyway, I just wanted to make contact with you and mention that. So, I think I'm going to shut everything down and go in the house. My ham shack is in the backyard, so I think I'm going to shut it all down and go in the house.
Too, and hopefully it's not too cold in the backyard there. Yeah, I got my license about 2.5 years ago, and started learning CW right after that, and then got into using bugs a lot. So I'm usually using a bug of some sort, but I do have various paddles and straight keys also. I've kind of turned into a key collector here, since I can't see them in the pictures on the internet. And it's neat getting the old keys on the air. I have a bunch of them so far. Anyway, have a good year, Ed, or I'll probably hear you before then. Maybe I'll hear you on the CW band somewhere. 73W5 Charlie Victor Echo from B5SDH. All right, very good. Take care. I can only operate a straight key. I never could use anything but take care. V5SDH W5CV 73.
Happy New Year to American Central Standard Time from VK5 PBZ and Australia. Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, thanks, and good to hear you there, Alan, V5SDH.
Nebraska.
VE5SDH, this is November 1.
Your family and people in your time zone and America in general and world in general. So Happy New Year, and we'll look forward to chatting with you in the new year. Summer, go ahead.
Thanks for that, and 7-3, Alan, have a good New Year's Day there. November 1, you dropped out, so I missed your suffix there. November 1 again?
Yeah, I'm here. My battery would have to go VE5SDH. I missed the call, but this is November 1, Bravo, Oscar Whiskey. My name is Phil, Papa, Hotel India Lima, and I'm in Niantic, Connecticut, USA. Good morning.
November 1, Bravo, Oscar Whiskey. Yeah, you got my call right, V5SDH. And good morning. Happy New Year.
Yes, good morning. My name is Phil, Papa, Hotel India Lima.
Phil, and hope you're having a good 2016 so far.
Well, so far so good. I got home safely, thank God. I didn't catch the handle out there, please.
My name is Andrew, and I'm also in Connecticut. I'm in Milford, down by the shore.
N1BOW, my name is Summer, just like the season that it will be in another 6 months or so.
Okay, Summer, very good. Well, nice to meet you, ma'am. And good morning and Happy New Year. I just got into the house here about 5 minutes ago. I would have been here a little earlier, but I got caught up watching the ball drop in New York. I'm a TV broadcaster for the ABC affiliate in New Haven, Connecticut, about 40 miles due west of here, and the newscast finished at 11:30 instead of 11:35 Eastern, and I'm sitting here, why do I want to go home now and toot my horn when it's midnight? I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, and my girl, Carrie Underwood, was up there on the center stage looking absolutely gorgeous and sang beautifully. And then watching the ball drop and listening to Frank Sinatra sing New York, New York, and Ray Charles singing American Beautiful. And then I said, okay, that's it. Now I'm going home. And everybody on the highway behaved themselves, so we did good. Back to you, Summer.
Well, that's good, especially the part about the people on the highway behaving themselves. And hello, Andrew in Connecticut. I heard you in there also.
Hello to you and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2016, even though we here in Connecticut we got here ahead of you. But welcome to 2016.
Oh, thanks, and I hope you guys have a good 2016 there. Yeah, that sounds like a big spectacle on the TV there, Phil, in New York with the ball dropping and stuff.
Well, the thing is, I've been airing that show since I came to the station back in 1979, and there have been some years where I haven't been at the station because I would be scheduled off for the holiday. But I remember when Dick Clark was doing it all those years, and it was quite the thing. All the music and everything. Of course, this year, in fact, they're still on the air. They're in their 6th of 6 hours. And, of course, Ryan Seacrest from American Idol fame has been running the thing. It's pretty good. Anyway, Summer, before I let the rest of the world come back to you, just curious, I heard you talking about your love of CW. I remember when I was trying to get my license back in, oh, God, how long has it been now? Back in 1980. I was studying to be a ham. And, boy, I'll tell you, that code was a lot of fun to get through, but I always used a straight key and never could work a bug properly, but always had a straight key. But hey, more power to you. There are a number of hams in a club that I belong to that love to play CW, so go out there and have some fun.
Oh yeah, CW is always fun. You get a signal farther out than with voice, and it's kind of neat. Playing with these old keys and stuff that sometimes they've been living in someone's basement or in a box somewhere for a while. So getting them on the air can be kind of fun, but yeah, I quite like CW a lot, and it's my favorite mode. But sometimes I also pick up the microphone.
As one person should, hi. Before I let you go, Summer, the VE5, where are you located up in Canada?
VE5 would be Saskatchewan. So if you go straight north from the Denver airport, I guess we are, the city I live in, Regina, is, I think it's 900 miles straight north of Denver.
Okay, very good. Yeah, one of these days I love exploring the prairies of Nebraska. In fact, I'm a rail fan. Love the Union Pacific Railroad. One of these days I got to get up there and explore the prairies where the CP and the CN go. One of these days. All right, Summer, we'll let you go. 88's nice to make your acquaintance. Have a happy New Year, and good to hear you on IRLP. We'll let you go. Forgive me, but I can't remember to call it so late. But this is N1BW, the #1 bottle of whiskey, Niantic, Connecticut, USA, Earth. We'll see you later, and have a good one. Happy New Year.
Okay. I kind of like your alternative phonetics there, Phil. 7-3, and have a good sleep there. N1BOW from V5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
7-3.
Computer, you want Connecticut?
N1BOW, here's WA0JYD.
WA0JYD, N1BW, good morning.
I got your call. I don't know if it's Boston Ocean Whiskey or just Boston Whiskey. Anyway, this is W80JYD. The handle is Norm, and you mentioned Nebraska and the Union Pacific. I'm in Nebraska, and we do have the trains here, plus the old steam engine comes in about 2 times a year, and that's a thrill just to watch it go by. N1BW, this is W80JYD.
Yeah, Norm, I'm sorry, for some reason or other, I had a control function that turned off the, hang on a second here, let me send some tones here, real quick. Okay, I just removed my cron job, so hopefully everything will stay here. I thought I set this repeater to go off later, but anyway, Norm, where do you reside in Nebraska?
Okay, I didn't get the name there. The name here is Norm. I'm in Omaha, about the center of Union Pacific, and of course we got the Grand Junction out there and way out west. And I was just saying, well, what a thrill it is to bring in the old steam engine, the 484, out that they keep out in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and they bring it in, and it's such a thrill to see that thing just going by.
Well, Norm, you're lucky enough to have seen the 844. I've yet to see that one yet. I've seen the 3985. I've seen the Challenger. Saw him back in, or her, it. I don't know how we label them. Back in, let's see, 2014, 2010, I think it was. He was coming across from Omaha back to Cheyenne. In fact, I followed the UP all the way from Omaha to Cheyenne, Laramie. I practically know it by the back of my hand, and I love being out in your state. I just absolutely love being out there, and seeing 3985 up close and personal and breathing like it was a sight to behold.
Stop. Hey, look at all the sizes. Oh, so good.
In 15 minutes. Looking like about 17 minutes out. Not quite New Year's yet. So everything's looking good. It's dark. It's cold. Nobody I know is in jail or hurt, at least that I know of yet. So that's a good thing.
Well, over here in Connecticut, the New Year is come and gone, and there still has not been any snow on the ground, except for once when it melted almost right away. But it's abnormal. Not that I really mind. Don't really like getting snowed in. Well, actually, maybe I do, because then I get to miss school.
See, when you're in school, you still got something to look forward to when it comes to a snow day. Lose out on money. And most of your boss just wants you there anyway. We haven't had too much snow this year, not as much as some years. There's about, 2.5, 3 inches on the ground still, but hasn't been warm enough to melt any of it away yet. Hoping we get a little bit more, actually.
Yeah, also being only in school, shoveling snow is my primary source of income, at least in the winter time. Yeah, so I guess, I do hope there will be some snow, or at least a few big storms. So who knows, it might be all coming up in February, or maybe late January.
Yeah. You know, at least somebody's out there shoveling that snow. I know that some people depend on that for this time of year to keep them busy, money in their pockets, so. Anyhow, I just walked in, I just got home. I got a few things I want to take care of, but I wanted to check in really quick. I did not catch your call sign. If you'll give me that one more time after I get off, I'll write it down and I'll mark you down in my QRZ. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Hotel Bravo Bravo.
Okay, 7-3. This is KC1 ETJ. Kilo Charlie 1 Echo Tango Juliet. I'll be there. Is there another station trying to come in? I can't really. It's all noise. I can't really hear what you're saying. KC1 ETJ.
Z5 SDH. KG7 ZPA.
KD7, what is it? V5 SDH.
Golf 7, Zulu Papa Alpha.
Okay, Kilo Golf 7, Zulu Papa Alpha. Good morning.
We still got a ways to go. We got about another hour or so before we get midnight, but I've heard you guys out there talking. I'm a new ham also, and I think this is kind of cool.
Yeah, ham radio is a cool thing to get into.
Location out here is Sparks, Nevada. We're up in the high desert.
One of the guys that was in the first the class with me when I got my first guide dog he lives in well, I have no idea if he still lives there, but hopefully he does. Lives near Reno there. So I have visited him and his wife there a couple times, so I've been there, and the weather hasn't been too bad when I've been there, but that was at the end of October.
Yeah, it's not too bad right now. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. It's pretty cold outside for here. Right now it's 15 degrees, but we'll see how cold it gets tonight.
Well, yeah, and I was there in 07 and 08. So yeah, that was a while ago now, but it was fun while it lasted. Anyway, yeah, welcome to ham radio.
If this was going to get out, I just put up an antenna for the house today, and I hooked it up to the little HT that I'm on right now until I get a base.
Running good there.
We'll get out of here and clear the channel a little bit in 73s, and we'll go ahead and keep monitoring. KG7 ZPA.
Yeah, 7-3 KG7ZPA from V5 SDH, and I'm going to get out of here too and go to sleep. Because I haven't done any of that yet. So 7-3, anyone who's listening, Happy New Year, V5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
KG7 VPA, this is KC1 ETJ.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm over here in Connecticut, USA. And I'm also in ham. How long have you been a ham for?
4 weeks.
That's the exact same time I've been a ham. 4 weeks. Well, let's see, today's actually, a few days more, but today's the first. I got my, or at least it's the first now for me, probably not for you yet. But, I got my license on December 1st, and I'm just on an HC. Same story, I also got an antenna that I mounted outside, so I'm running kind of a little base station here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I've got a little Yaesu FT60 I'm talking on, and I put a J-pole outside the house.
Well, I'm a step down from that. I'm on a UV5R. You probably heard of it. Oh, cheap little small HT, but it works great. It's fantastic. 5 watts. And then I have some coax running right up in my window. I have this quarter wave mounted with a radio for a ground plane, and it works great. Works really nice.
Yeah, I am familiar with that radio. I bought one for my son's girlfriend and one for my father, so they're studying to be a ham right now, and they're going to take their test, and that's exactly the two radios I bought them.
Yep, we got a lot in common, because me and you both became hams, and obviously we're to be hams. I have two friends that are studying right now, possibly my dad, maybe my brother, people that are just trying to. Yeah, I'm only 14 at the moment, so yeah, my dad, he's showing an interest. He also bought a radio. That probably means that he's gonna become a ham.
That's cool. My son and I got ours at the same time. We took a class together, and he just turned 21. But he's having fun with it. We mainly did it because we go out in the desert a lot out here, and we just wanted communications between the two of us, and back to town, and it just works great.
Yeah, that's also a reason one of my friends is getting into ham, so we could have communications on one of the local repeaters. He already has one of these radios. He just needs to get studying more. But yeah, my dad didn't really show an interest at first, but then he heard me talking to other guys. My dad has like an electronics background. He works in IT, knows how to solder, all that good stuff. So he figured that he would probably have a lot in common with the guy, at least locally around here. And so the other day he told me that he ordered a UV5R as well. Probably means he's going to become a ham. And also, yeah, my two friends, my age. Yeah, I'm the only one in my school, around locally. I think even in Connecticut, there's a high school and a ham radio.
Really nice, I kind of wish I would have done it, a long time ago.
I definitely hope I stick with it throughout my whole life. Like many other hams that are older, that have been saying that they've been hams since they're like 16 or 19 or whatever, and they're still hams today. So they've just been going up and up and keep enjoying the hobby. That's what I've been told. I'm having tons of fun so far.
Good. I mean, it's kind of cool to be able to talk to different people from, around the country.
Yeah, the local hams around here are really nice. One of them even offered me a free 10-meter radio, so I could, when the 10-meter band is open, I could talk around the world, around the country. 10 meters, well, the lower frequencies, HF, are really nice for that. And he offered me it free of charge. Just goes to show how nice most hams are.
See, most of them are very nice. Around here they help you out as much as, any questions you get on the radio, and they'll be more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, I was super nervous at first when I was just getting on the air a few weeks back, and now I feel adjusted to it and more comfortable, just because people are so helpful.
So you should probably take them up on that 10-meter radio. I actually purchased one, and I'm in the process of getting it hooked up. Like I said, I just put my antenna up today, and I'm going to do I got a 10-meter antenna. I'm going to probably put up, hopefully by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, I took him up on the offer, and he said to find it and stuff like that. Also, another ham gave me some free antennas for my HD as well as the one that I'm on right now. He sold me that one for only $10, and it's really nice. Came with coax. Came with everything I need. Also, another ham around here in Connecticut, he's offering me an extra battery for emergency power, some more supplies. Same guy that sold me the antenna, he's really helping me out because he owns a bunch of these UV5Rs. So he's teaching me how to build a power supply for it, which I'm going to do. And it's really helpful in general. And I'm having tons of fun so far, like I said.
Congratulations on your license, that's for sure. It was kind of fun, taking the class and taking a test. I actually took the General 2, but I didn't quite make that one.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't take any classes. I just got a free study guide online, and it worked fine for me. I don't know what I got on the test, but I know that I passed, and that's good. And then I'm going to start studying for my next level, which is, I think, general. I'm going to study for that, and maybe get that, even though I have all the license privileges that I need so far. But still, it's nice to have that.
Yeah, we took a class, we took a 4-week class, I believe it was, and it was like every Wednesday night for 4 weeks, and, it was fun.
Yeah, that stuff is fun. Yeah, I just studied on my own, I guess. You probably, I don't know if you have to pay for that class, but if there was a class around here, I'd probably have to pay for it. So I just stuck with the free study guide, and it worked fine for me. Yeah, I'm also in Civil Air Patrol, if you know what that is. Probably not, though. It's a cadet program. It's an Air Force auxiliary. So there's cadets and senior members, and they do different types of stuff. There's cadet programs, aerospace education, and emergency services. So Civil Air Patrol actually does official emergency services missions like missing person search, stuff like that. And that's where I got into ham radio, because I got interested in the communications that they use there for emergency services, and some people in the program were hams, and I wanted to get my license as well.
KG7's EPA. Yeah, we're still here. I know exactly what the Civil Air Patrol is. I belonged to Search and Rescue for probably 14 years, and we used to train with them once in a while and help them out with some of their training. And some of the younger kids, it was nice to work with them.
Yeah, I find emergency services really fun, and I've been on one real mission so far. Of course, it wasn't like a real emergency service, like missing person search or anything. It was just a emergency location transmitter that went off that I went to go find, and it turned out to be in a landfill. But it was still fun.
Looking for the ELTs is really, that's a kick in the butt. That's a lot of fun, especially if they put them far away.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of like practice training, just training missions, and then the one mission happened to be during the TREX, as we call it here, training exercise. I happened to be during that. Air Force just called. We had the ground teams assembled already. We just got rerouted to the new mission. And we thought it was at a U-Haul facility because there was a boat, EPIRB, which is like an ELT, but it's a boat, EPIRB. And we went there with all our de-icing equipment, and we thought it was at a U-Haul place. But we had a plane flying overhead, and they said that they were getting a stronger signal over by the nearby landfill. So we were like, woohoo, let's go to the landfill. And we went over there, and we located the pile of trash that it was in. We pulled out our portable shovels and everything, and we were about to dig it out. But then we got in order to return to base. But we accomplished our mission anyway, because we let the Air Force know that it was not an emergency, and they just disregarded that EPIRB until it went out. So yeah, still mission completed, and we all got fine ribbons, and counts as a real mission.
A lot of fun. Well, hey, I'm going to get out of here just for a few minutes. I'm going to go grab something to eat. Getting kind of hungry. Dinner was a long time ago. KG7 ZPA will talk to you shortly.
Okay, I'll talk to you shortly. KC1 ETJ, I'll be monitoring.
KJ, Happy New Year for everyone. KJ, Happy New Year.
If there was another station, but Happy New Year to you as well. KC1 ETJ.
Can't believe it's this quiet. Happy New Year, everyone. In 6YUV, Woodland, California.
6YUV, I believe it was. 51 ETJ here in Connecticut. Happy New Year to you as well.
So thank you. Yeah, I went over here. I was on here earlier today a couple of times, and I just came back over here, and I couldn't believe how quiet it was. Yes, we're about 52 minutes away from New Year's here in California, and yeah, it's kind of chilly. We're looking at about 36 right now.
Well, come on, hurry up. We're waiting for you here in 2016.
That you're awfully noisy. You're just barely making either the repeater or the node that you're on.
This might be better. I just connected to my external antenna again. Yeah, I was just saying, come on, hurry up, get over here in 2016. It's a lot of fun so far. We're waiting for you here in 2016. KC1 ETJ.
Oh, that was much better. Much better. Alrighty. Yeah, 2016 ought to be a fun year. Alrighty, 7-3, Happy New Year, N6YUV, handle here is Craig.
Okay, Craig, well, I'm sorry, I was just listening to something else there. I missed part of that transmission. Were you saying 7-3?
Yes, I did, 7-3. Have a nice New Year, N6, Yankee Uniform Victor, Woodland, California, just outside Sacramento.
Okay, 73, KC1 ETJ, Connecticut, 2016, 73.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, El Paso, Texas.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, this is Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet, Milford, Connecticut.
Roger that there. I hope you're having a happy New Year so far. And we just turned over in the Mountain Time Zone. It is midnight plus 12 minutes.
Welcome to 2016. Hopefully it will be a fun year.
Roger that. Well, hope it will be a prosperous New Year and a healthy New Year for everybody. And we just wanted to say hello out there. See how everybody's doing.
Well, everybody seems to be doing fine. It's jolly mood on the reflector here. Everybody's celebrating their New Year's as it sweeps around the world. Yeah. Well, I'm doing great so far.
Roger that. We heard any UK traffic coming in or Russia, Japan, or anything like that?
Well, I was not monitoring anything during UK New Year's. And also, during Russian New Year's, I didn't hear any Russian stations in here, but I did hear UK stations in here before. Yeah, there were some UK stations. No Russian stations though. That kind of sucks. Because then, well, yeah, I speak Russian. My family's Russian. I would have something in common with them.
Roger that. All right. Well, I'm transmitting out of El Paso, Texas. 4,000 foot above sea level in Chihuahuan Desert, the high desert. And we just got through with 8 inches of snow, and we're cooling off a little bit, but we're doing all right down there.
Well, the weather forecast here for Connecticut is, well, I don't know the forecast, but we haven't had any snow yet. Well, actually, correction out now, we have had snow, but the type of snow that melts as soon as it hits the ground. So pretty much rain, but no real snow yet. Also, it was much warmer until a few days ago. Then suddenly it dropped. On Christmas, it was like something about 50, 60 degrees out.
Alrighty, roger that. Well, sounds good. I'll say 73s, and we'll back on out of here and let somebody else have it. And I didn't catch your call sign there, but this is Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, El Paso, Texas, in the high desert. We'll say 73s, and I'll be clear on your final.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, this is Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet, 73s from Milford, Connecticut, and Happy New Year.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, mobile and monitoring.
Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Romeo, Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Tango Juliet. I believe we were just talking.
Yeah, roger that. Go ahead.
So how have things been since we last talked? About 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, doing about the same here. I'm sitting in my mobile and giving it a shot on the 2 meter here. But doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing well. About the same. In the 5 minutes that we haven't been talking, there still has not been any snow here, even though snow is overdue.
Well, you got to be careful what you wish for. You might get that snow up there and snow you in there. So I know how that part of the country goes, and you got to be careful. You know, it might come in on you and snow you in there.
Well, yeah, the reason I want there to be snow is because I'm in high school, so snow means no school. And that, for me, is good. Plus, I can make some money shoveling snow for other people, which I usually do in the wintertime. Yeah, probably. Adults' opinions on snow would be different than mine.
Roger that there. You, clean sidewalks or shovel snow or what have you?
I just usually walk around with a friend and see who needs a snow shovel. Yeah, just ask them if they want the snow shovel. They usually give $10 to $20 for a driveway, depending on the size. And yeah, hold them, like 5 driveways, $20, $100 right there. Of course, you have to split it with your friend. Well, I split it with my friend, but yeah, we get through a lot. We go pretty fast, earn a bunch of money, but there's multiple snowstorms usually. So yeah, well, with my new money, I could buy some new ham gear.
Roger that. All right, yeah, I'm an old guy right now, but back when I was a young cat, you know, I had a situation where I was E1 in the Air Force and had a wife and a baby, and had a little trouble making ends meet, you know, a couple of times, and figured out, I went down and bought a $20 lawnmower, a used lawnmower place of all things. $20. And it's one of those things, you wrap the rope around it, and you put the oil in the gas, and I took that little lawnmower out. I had a Pinto station wagon, and I took that little lawnmower out, and I went knocking on fancy houses in my city, you know, and all the rich people, and I said, I'll mow your grass for $20 and what have you, and I made like $600 for that lawnmower, and paid my bills and got caught up and everything. You know, life is good.
KK4NAM, North Alabama. Anybody else on the node?
Here's Whiskey Alpha Zero, Juliet Yankee Delta.
Juliet Alpha Delta. This is KK4NAM in North Alabama. Where are you located there? Go ahead.
This is Whiskey Alpha Zero, Juliet Yankee Delta. The name is Norm, and we're in Omaha. Omaha, over.
Roger there, Norm in West Omaha. My name is Jeff. I'm in Alabama, North Alabama, and I want to wish you a happy New Year's. You're sounding good on the note there. Sounding good, and I just want to wish you a happy New Year's there, Roger.
Roger that, Jeff, and you have a very happy New Year, and I wish you the best of DX for next year, for the new year. So you have a real nice evening, and maybe we'll get you on the other side. 73, this is WA0JYD.
Roger there, Norm in Nebraska. Man, sounding good this way on the IRLP link up there. My name is Jeff. I'm located in Alabama. Wish you and yours a happy New Year. And if there's anybody else want to check in and say howdy, I'm down here in Alabama, KK4AM.
I believe it is, in Alabama. This is KC2SWB, Kilo Charlie 2, Sierra Whiskey Bravo, Eastern Long Island, New York, 74 miles to the east of New York City. Good evening.
Caught the last part of the call sign, I believe it was, Zero Whiskey Bravo in New York City, I believe it was. This is KK4AM, Jeff, I'm down here in North Alabama. If you could repeat your call sign, I believe you were up around New York City there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. The name is Martin. The call sign is Kilo Charlie 2, Sierra Whiskey Bravo. And I just turned off the football game. It looks like you're tired or rolling tonight, huh?
Hey, Roger there, Martin. Well, I don't have cable TV. I can't really get the football game down there in Alabama. I'm having to listen to it on the radio since I don't have cable TV. I'm kind of in the backwoods down here in Alabama, and I'm kind of having to listen to it on the radio. But I'm a Roll Tide fan there. But yeah, man, oh man, you're sounding good up there from New York there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very low-scoring game. Not as exciting as the Clemson game was, but all the same, pretty interesting and worth listening to anyway. But I tell you what, I enjoy this New Year's Eve QSO party every year. Luckily, I have the K1SOX repeater that's over in Connecticut, and I'm able to hit that, believe it or not, with a 5-watt HD from Eastern Long Island. So it's great to be able to talk to around the world. I was on early this morning around 6. I heard a station in there from Tokyo, and there was also a gentleman from Southport, UK, but unfortunately I had other things to do today, so I've been unable to get on until right now. So I'm glad to meet your acquaintance down there in Alabama. By the way, what was the name? I didn't catch the name there.
Name is Jeff. I'm located down here in about 15 miles north of Huntsville, Alabama, Rocket City, Alabama. Name is Jeff. Yeah, it's good to talk to you up there in New York. We have another IRLP node down here in Alabama, which is linked up worldwide to the worldwide QSO party, but that's another net there. I could probably check with you on that net there, but his name is Jeff. I'm down here in Alabama there. Go ahead.
Good, Jim. Well, I won't hold it too long with you. I'm sure there's others that want to jump in here, but glad to hear you in there tonight. I hope you have a very nice New Year, very happy New Year, and best to you in health in 2016. It's hard to be happy unless you have your health, so I wish you a very healthy 2016. And I'll be listening out and let somebody else jump in here. Again, this is KC2SWB, Kilo Charlie 2, Sierra Whiskey Bravo. The name here is Martin, Mike Alpha Romeo Tango India November. Jeff will be talking you down the log. Happy New Year. Listening now.
Roger there, Martin. Man, oh man, it's good talking to you up there in New York City. Sounding good down this way in Alabama, and wish you a happy New Year's to you and yours. And yeah, like I said, man, if you got your health, you got everything. And all I can say is, for right now, I'm saying roll tide. I'm saying, I want to see Alabama whip Michigan in a Cotton Bowl. So I'll be standing by here and listening and trying to pick up any other stations worldwide or nationwide on this a good one, KK4 AM.
Maybe not.
Go ahead.
It's now in Alabama, Michigan State, doing like you know. I think return. I see MSU at least get on the board, but if for some reason we don't, I'm Crimson Tide, because that's who you'll. 89PC.
Christy, you're all broken, uncopyable. K9DC.
Christy, BPT, I believe it was. I heard somebody in there called Christy. I'm down here in Alabama. Kind of picked you up a little bit broken there, but heard you in there, Christy. My name is Jeff. I'm down here in Alabama. KK4 AM. Go ahead.
Jeff, how come we have to disconnect?
Hey, Roger, Christy. Got you loud and clear, except when you're breaking up, kind of breaking up from time to time, but when you're not breaking up, I got you loud and clear, 10-9 there, sounded good there, but I'm down here in Alabama. I'm not sure, where are you located at?
Station you talk. DC.
Nothing, Christy. You're dead. Can't copy anything that you're saying. I can hear bits and pieces of words. That's all. K9DC.
Is somebody relay in there for me there? I'm down here in Alabama, and I'm hearing Christy a little bit broken up there. But I hear other station in there talking to Christy. Is somebody relay Christy's location there?
Station in Alabama, you're also getting very difficult to copy. You got very noisy on that transmission, so I think you should probably give it up and try it another time when you've got either stronger batteries or better signal into the repeater. You're really getting crummy. And Christy's got some kind of a problem up there. I don't know if it's packet loss or something, but she's just totally obliterated. Oh, and I can hear a few words. Occasionally we'll get a phrase, but that's all.
Which antenna?
Appreciate that, man. You're sounding good down here in Alabama, but yeah, I've heard Christy quite well there between the broken up words there. Sometimes it's loud and clear, and sometimes it's broken up. So I'll be standing by. Anybody wants to relay Christy's location? I'm down here in Alabama. KK4 AM.
K9DC, AE7JJ, Montana.
Yes, sir. K9DC.
We have a great connection into the network tonight. You sound local here, and I agree with you on both of your other observations. I understand you're in Indianapolis. Would you happen to know an acquaintance of mine, N7CZ?
I don't know him well. I'd have to look him up and see if he's a user of my repeater. I think he may be. But 7CZ. Yeah, I hear him on. I think he lives up near me, but I'm not sure.
This K9RTC, he belongs to Indianapolis.
What did you say, Dave? You were pretty ragged.
I said he's a member of the Indianapolis Radio Club. I've got another radio. This is FT991.
Okay. Yeah, part of my problem was I had one of my other radios on, and I was getting a delay effect. I was listening to you direct on one of the nodes and delayed on the other, so it didn't sound so good. But yeah, I knew I've seen his call, and but I'm not able to, place him right off the top of my head. But he has been heard of. Let me say that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, he's a transplant from Great Falls, Montana. He left here about a year and a half ago there to be near her family, and but I didn't know if he'd ever be on. I just thought since I heard Indianapolis in there, I had to take a chance.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to take a quick spin through my list here. I might be able to find him. But like I said, he's a member of the club, so he's around.
Yeah, very good. All right, sir. Well, thank you very much, and you guys have a Happy New Year in Indianapolis. This is AE7JJ Rod in Great Falls, Montana. We'll be on the side.
PC, AB9PC.
Right there for a second, it was a little better. K9DC.
Oh, it's not. I switched.
No, now I think you've got packet loss, and there's something wrong with the internet connection on the node, so I think you probably need to give it up. It hasn't worked all day, I don't think.
I'll disconnect it. AB9.
K9DC from W3NH.
Yes, sir. W3NH. Go ahead, K9DC.
Okay, good evening, David. Name here is Owen, Ocean Whiskey Echo November. And I'm in Birmingham. I think Jeff's up in Huntsville, a good little distance from here. I just wanted to jump in and say hi right quick because I'm fixing to get into the Christmas spirits, and I don't know if I'll have any verbal skills left here shortly.
Was that a plural? Christmas spirits?
Yeah, Christmas, New Year's spirits, a little of everything. The holidays, but anyway, it may already be too late.
I completely understand. I have some Christmas spirits sitting here on my desk in front of me.
It's only 10 o'clock in Alabama, but I thought I'd get a head start. And that's why I'm tuned in here, so I can celebrate on the hour with everybody when they check in. Anyway, just wanted to say hi, and yeah, I think it was Christy, or someone was having some packet loss, probably on the upstream more than anything, but thanks for jumping in and letting her know. And I think I won't fall out of the node here because it's about 3 feet from me.
Yeah, I know that completely. My 2-meter repeater is at my house, and my 440 repeater's on a broadcast tower, and that happens to be the microphone I grabbed right now, but it's only about a mile from me, so my signal's generally good.
Yeah, we, Birmingham didn't, this is the first IRLP node in Birmingham. No one with a repeater put one up, so this is a simplex node. It's on a 190-foot tower. It does okay. I mean, it covers Huntsville on and off sporadically, so it's got a good footprint to be simplex. I don't have a repeater. All the 2-meter pairs are taken, and I don't really want to put one on 70 centimeters because of the mountainous terrain around here. I don't think it carries as well. So that's what we've got here.
And you got a copy?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The 440 here works fairly well because it's really flat in central Indiana, but you need to get it up out of the trees. If your antenna's down in the trees, you're not going to cut it, at least when there's leaves on them. But yeah, it works fine. And for the tremendous advantages the repeater has with IRLP, I would go with UHF anyway. Just even if it doesn't cover very well.
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, I don't have access to a service monitor, and I'm doing it on a shoestring budget. And we start getting into repeaters, especially VHF, you get into money real quick. So I don't have the resources, so I'm doing it on a shoestring budget, I guess. But it works real good. It's the tower's 100 feet above the tree line, so it doesn't matter if the leaves are there or not. It still works.
Hey, Zed, is that you?
Yep, I'm sure it does. It should work fine, especially if you got a decent receiver in it. Let me, excuse me just a second. Is there a station on the VK1 RBM repeater, node 6110 in Canberra, Australia? Your node is severely pulsing and interfering with the net. Are you on the frequency here?
Go ahead.
Oh, but this is W1MH set for identification. East Haven, Connecticut.
K1RSU listening.
RBM, VK1 RBM, you have no audio plus you're pulsing. So you've got a problem there. You should disconnect if you don't mind, please.
You gentlemen confirm K1RSU and W1M8Z, or is the link working properly?
Yes, we can hear you fine, but you interrupted a conversation.
I'm sorry. I thought I was in the worldwide QSO link for... well, carry on, gentlemen. My apologies. W1M8Z.
Yep, that's exactly where you are.
Very good. Happy New Year, sir. W1M8Z.
And K1RSU, Happy New Year, guys. I like this worldwide connection.
Yeah, just stand by a second. Let me finish up with the station I was talking to, and then you guys can call in.
Thank you.
Where are we?
David, W3NH. I'm going to go ahead and clear out, which we need to do anyway, I guess. Maybe I can get in between the pulses. But it's been a pleasure, and we'll chat again sometime. K9 Delta Charlie from Whiskey 3 November Hotel. Thanks, Guy.
Yeah, I got rid of the station that was causing most of the problem there, 6110 in Australia, and then he had no audio, so I never did hear from him. But he's no longer connected, so at least he won't be causing us a problem at the moment. So very good, W3NH. Thanks for the call. We'll talk with you later on. This is K9DC, Indianapolis, clear.
Whiskey Yankee 0 X-ray, brief contact.
Yeah, and you connect to the 940 Huntsville repeater there.
Station in Denver. Be happy to have you make a contact, but you've got to tell us who you want to talk to.
Got a microphone problem. Hi, Dave. WY0X Mobile. Sorry about that. Got a mic problem. Wanted to say quick hello, goodbye. Happy New Year. Hope things are well with you and Sylvia, and Merry Christmas await. And I know you have your hands full watching the reflector tonight. WY0X Mobile.
Oh, hi, Nate. Yeah, good to hear from you. Once a year, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It sure seems like that, doesn't it? It definitely seems like that. Anyway, Dave, I just wanted to say hello. I don't know. I'm on the 3/4, so I don't know how their link does. I don't know if they're still linked the old way, if they got new stuff, but don't know what the audio is like. Nothing, just happened to hear you have the net up here. I wanted to say I'll catch you on email and stuff. I figured it'd be a busy night for you. 7-3, and Happy New Year to everyone on the net, WY0X.
Yeah, okay, Nate. Thanks for the call, and good to hear from you, and greetings to Karen as well. So we'll talk with you later on. Have a good evening. K9DC.
W1M8Z, K1RSU.
I suspect local conversations are frowned on, but Happy New Year when I can.
NKM, yeah, you're in the noise, dude. K1RSU. Try again, Willie.
Oh, with all this net thing, I think local conversations are exactly welcome. So 7-3, N1NCAM.
Well, if you were in a better zone, it'd probably be perfectly fine to be doing it mobile. There's been a lot of mobiles out here today. You guys in there? Where are you, bro?
You were a little noisy there, and Rich, good to hear you, and Brenda earlier. Just wanted to say Happy New Year. W1M8Z, East Haven, Connecticut.
It didn't help that I was on low power. I was just saying that I get the impression local conversations are frowned upon. So 7-3, guys, and N1NCAM, Happy New Year.
Just got to know that your local conversation is going across the world, that's all. W1M8Z.
This is long distance entanglement all the way around the world, once around. I think no conversation at all is frowned upon.
When we have the repeater, return to normal, I'll be back. 7-3, N1NCAM, I'm going to shut the radio off.
Well, I guess it won't be back to normal till very early tomorrow morning. God, that means I have to go to bed now?
K9DC, this is Victor Echo 5, Sierra Charlie.
This is K9DC, good evening.
Yeah, well, good evening, Dave. Just want to thank you for all the fine work you do with IRLP behind the scenes there. Our note has been on here for about 15 years now. We were one of the, we were number 45, I believe it was, back in the days when we had the three-number node numbers. So thanks again, and keep up the good work. VE5 Sierra Charlie.
Okay, yeah, well, my pleasure. It's a gas for me. I'm just having a great time doing it, and so it's a lot of fun. Where are you located? You must be in Saskatchewan with the VE5.
Yeah, Roger, we're just outside of Regina, the capital city.
Okay, cool. Well, you're sounding great down here.
Okay, well, thanks for the short contact, and we'll maybe see you next year. VE5 Sierra Charlie.
Okay, good evening, and you have a happy New Year. K9DC, Indianapolis.
N6 YUV, Woodland, California, monitoring.
California, this is KK4 November Alpha Mike, Jeff in Alabama. Go ahead.
KK4AM, N6YUV, the handle here is Craig. We're just north of Sacramento and right about 43 degrees right now. Over.
Roger, Craig in California. Name is Jeff. I'm located in Alabama, and you're sounding quite well over here on the frequency in Alabama, and I hope you have a happy New Year's out there in California.
Very good. Yeah, we're a few hours away from it yet. I just talked to my daughter up in Oregon. We're liable to get the northern lights down this far south. It's predicted. We don't know if we'll see them or not, but I've got friends in Alaska that they're definitely going to see them and take pictures again. So we're just kind of wait and see. If we get them, that'll be a nice New Year's. Back to you, sir. N6YUV.
Roger. Well, you sound good up there. Man, it's kind of amazing, and
you must be on the edge of the repeater because you dropped out. Anyway, Happy New Year if you copy. N6YUV.
W6BJM, N6QYF. That was rough copy. WB6BJM, N6QYF, UHF.
WB6BJM Hollywood. Hi, Happy New Year. Bob's got this linked up. Cool.
Excellent. How's he doing?
So, keep the local traffic down and connect it to a bunch of other guys just monitoring.
I'm off tomorrow. What you up to?
Here.
I'll give you a holler. Maybe come by.
Sure. N6UIF, Canoga Park, WB6BJM Hollywood clear.
UIF clear.
KB1BCR, wishing the ham world, all you amateur radios, a Happy New Year.
Well, thank you very much. K1BCR, I think it was. I'm not sure. I know we're the one-call area because I had a one-call at one time. A WN1 when I was a novice back in Connecticut. Anyway, we're out here in California. N6YUV, no longer a novice.
Yeah, well, I heard everybody out here today. We kind of were hanging with the family, but we figured before we get to go to bed there and wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope everything goes good for you, as it would for everyone.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you're not that far. You're 35 minutes away from it. Very good. Alrighty. You didn't say where you were. I was stationed in Groton at the time, and we're out here just north of Sacramento. And everybody have a Happy New Year and a prosperous one at that. Get lots of ham gear in 6YUV.
We're in New Haven County. We're in a town called Ansonia. We're approximately probably 12 miles from the shoreline. We're kind of inland a little bit there, almost on the border of the Fairfield County. Weather's been a little crazy over here. Weather's been, temperature's been up, temperature's been down. It's been a little nutsy over here.
I lived in Norwich for a little while and Old Lyme, so that'll give you an idea. I'm familiar with a lot of it, and just don't remember a lot of it. That was back in the 60s. 7-3, Happy New Year. Thanks again. N6YUV.
6UV, yeah. It's a lot of, it's changed a lot over those years for sure. And 73 to you too, and wish you and yours a Happy New Year, and you're all the best. KB1 VCR, Claire.
KE8CPJ listening. KE8CPJ listening.
You don't need to tell them where you're at, Deej. This is Kilo Delta number 8, Golf Echo Hotel, KD8GEH. And here's Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. I am connected via IRLP node 8921 in beautiful downtown Troy, Ohio. Happy New Year, everybody. We've got a few people on board here on the Simplex node just a little north of Dayton. KD8GH, we're now listening.
Yeah, I can't hear mostly everybody. I hear one person. That's all I heard overall. This is KE8CPJ located in Troy, Ohio. My name's DJ Delta Juliet. And yeah, I'm up in my room talking on my, what is it? My Yaesu FT 2800M.
Out of New Whiteman, Indiana, talking on an IP51A.
Hey, I just need to turn my volume up. This is KE8CPJ. Let me go get my logbook and I can put you in, okay?
KC9, I didn't catch the rest of it. This is KD8GEH. That's my son. He's a new ham. I'm out in the Radio Shack out in the back 40. He's in the house on his rig, connected to our Simplex node here in Ohio. KC9, please come back with the rest of your call. I didn't get the rest of it. And your first name, please.
KE8CPJ, I'm going to be right back. KE8CPJ, clear.
Sounds like we might have lost the KC9 station. No problem. KD8GH listening in Troy, Ohio. Happy New Year.
QRZ, the station in Troy, W3RX, Treasure Island, Florida.
Whiskey 3 Radio X-Ray from Kilo Delta 8 Golf Echo Hotel. KD8GH, name here is Dave. Delta Alpha Victor Echo in the big city of Troy, Ohio. It's a little balmy here. It's 31 degrees outside the shack here, 59 degrees in the shack, so it's a little chilly. What's going on down in Florida?
Well, it's 73 degrees currently, 74 degrees. Just went out on the beach and did a little fireworks. It was 81 today, so we've had a nice, very nice day. Went paddleboarding in the Gulf and then went over to the Intercoastal Waterway and paddleboarded some more. And it's been very nice. I used to actually live in Cincinnati, so I know the general Ohio area pretty well. Just wanted to say with about 30 minutes left, Happy New Year to all that are listening. I know there's about 60 nodes or so connected. And let's hope for a good next year in terms of some of the things that are plaguing us, both personal and national. And good luck to you as well.
Fine business on that. Same right back at you. Yeah, there's quite a few connected. Trying to get your first name in here. Let's see. like it's Steve. Okay, I got it that time. Yep, very best to you there. Looks like you're getting a little bit better weather than us. All right, I'll go on standby, and yeah, we're pretty active with Dale. We're part of that club, also part of the Miami County Amateur Radio Club here in Troy. Pretty active part of the VP. Well, we're not a big club, but a fun club. Very family oriented. I also do the DARA special event station at Hamvention. So if anybody listening ever goes to Hamvention, look us up at the special event station on the wood floor. KDHGEH, I'm now listening, and Happy New Year to everybody listening, and pleasure to meet up with you there, Steve.
Alrighty, 7-3, Whiskey 3, Romeo X-Ray, Treasure Island.
Whiskey 3, Romeo X-Ray, and anyone else there? Here is Alpha Bravo 2, Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, good evening. I'm going to let somebody else take it. Don't want to dominate the system. It's W3RX.
Oh, well, you're not dominating the system. My name here is also Steve. Hello, Steve. So I got to talk to myself. Listen to your weather down there. We're up here in Ocean City, New Jersey, where half of Florida is up here in the summer and down there in the winter, the snowbirds. And anyone, Christmas for anyone who's listening. And we're just waiting till, well, it looks like about 26 minutes. We got our fireworks here in Ocean City, a short but sweet display, and I'll go out and watch it. We got a 42 degrees. It's finally starting to feel like winter. It's been up in all December. It's been a lot of rain, but it's been up in the 60s and even into 70 degrees here. Very unusual. So it's finally settling down to be a little bit of what I call kind of normal weather for this time of year. Over.
Well, good. You wouldn't want the status quo to be upset too much. It's hot here all the way around, all year round. We're in the middle of the state. I actually live on a small barrier island west of St. Petersburg for orientation in the Gulf of Mexico, and this little repeater covers the islands, and it was really a transformation for me when I moved from Maryland down here, where you could wear shorts and flip flops all year round. So I love it. I thought Baltimore was cold, and that's nothing compared to New Jersey. So do the best you can.
PJ here. I want to get some people on my logbook, if that's okay.
I take care of W3RX.
Well, you can put us both in your logbook. W3RX, that's a great old call. I don't know, it could be you're a great old guy. I heard that call at Dave Steve. Oh, wow. Maryland, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, Maryland, New Jersey, the weather isn't all that much different. And we're also on a barrier island here. In the Atlantic Ocean, not the Gulf of Mexico, with the Atlantic Ocean, but Barrier Island, and you know what the storms do to those. And I just wanted to, I made my one contact so far for straight night. Haven't been digging too much into that. Propagation doesn't seem to be all that great on 40 meters anyway, and that was nice. Anyway, enjoy your weather, and this is the time of year where we start to envy you. Oh boy, 70, 80 degrees. Oh my God, we're sitting there and wonder how many inches of snow we got out there and how much ice. But you know, New Jersey is not Maine, and it's not Alaska. Maryland, we're sort of in between there. We do get winter, but we don't get the worst of winter most of the time. And I know that in Florida, it's beautiful there in the winter, but in the summer I hear the heat, the humidity is just awful. At least that's what I've heard. Never been down there in the summer. Been down there this time of year, and it was gorgeous. With that, I'll turn it back to you if you're still there, and we'll let other people talk. I'm not going to hog it. AB2SO.
This is KE8CPJ. So far, I don't have much. I don't have anybody in my logbook, and I'd love to get some QSL cards and et cetera, et cetera. My name's DJ. I'm located in Troy, Ohio, and I got my license about a month ago, and I'm a technician, so I like getting a lot of contacts. So if I can get a lot of contacts in this QSO, I'd be very happy. So just if you can say your call sign and your name and location, that's all I need, and I'd be very appreciated.
Well, my call sign is Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Oscar. You can find me in QRZ. The information is correct. Of course, you must understand that contacts made on over IRLP do not count. I'd recommend studying up for your general class license, get on HF, and work the world. And those QSOs count. Those QSL cards count. And I recommend it. I remember the old novice days where you had your novice for 1 year, and then you had to get your general, or that was the end of your ham radio career. I assume W3RX with a call sign like that probably remembers those days too. And I'll turn it over to you, Steve, if you're still there, and try to encourage this guy to get his general class. Over.
Well, I'd like to swap QSL cards with you when you guys are done. WB8ODF.
Well, if you send me a QSL card in the mail, I'll send you one back. You know what? Just stick a stamp on a postcard. That'll work. I don't think I need the self-addressed stamped envelope and the green stamps and the IRC thing. And anybody wants to throw me I don't even write these QSOs down. You write it down there, I'll take your information to be correct, and I'll send you back a card. Anybody who really wants a card from me, I'll send you one. Unfortunately, it's a rather inexpensive card, no beautiful pictures of Ocean City and the boardwalk and girls in bikinis. Sorry, just a cheap QSL card. AB2SO.
Well, actually, Steve, I was talking to the other guy, but I'll send you one too.
K8CPJ, AB2CO. What is your name, please? I just want to put it in my logbook.
That's Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Oscar. Alpha Bravo 2 Sugar Oscar. My name is Steve, and the information is correct on QRZ. But if I'm going to have thousands of people sending me QSL cards, I am going to demand a self-addressed stamped envelope. That's never been my problem so far, so don't worry about it. But if I get thousands of people sending me cards, we'll have to deal with that later. I guess I'm kind of hogging it here. I'll turn it back to Dave and let him talk for a while. Go ahead.
Oh, I can wait till you guys are done. I just wanted to swap QSL cards with the other guy. The IRRL might not count these QSL cards in contests, but QSL cards are about contacts, and the IRRL doesn't run the rest of the hobby. So I would love to swap QSL cards. It's a dying part of the hobby.
KD8GEH, Dave, also in Troy, Ohio. KE8CPJ, CPJ is my son. He's 13, and I'm trying to encourage him. We're going to start up a new general class license course here pretty soon with our little mom and pop club here. He worked pretty hard to get his tech. He's got the bug for sure. He's worked a few 10-meter contacts out here in the shack, and next is general. So we'll work him up to that next. But just having a kid interested is really special, and he loves QSL cards. We had a band opening right after he got his ticket a few weeks ago, and a lot of ducting going on. I think he worked about 15 or 20 stations all over Indiana and Ohio and Michigan, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania on his little handy-talkie to boot on 5 watts. So anyway, I appreciate you guys bringing him along. That means a lot to him there. So anyway, he's still learning a little, so hopefully you'll be understanding with him learning the hobby there. But anyway, QSL cards do matter to him. He hangs them up on his wall. That's a good thing. Keep him going, get him off the internet. KD8GH, Miami County, Detroit, Ohio. I'm now standing by. Let you guys pick it up. Pass it around. Happy New Year, everybody.
KD8CPJ, I'm 14, Dad, and I got like almost 40 contacts from the band opening. That was awesome. So yeah, Happy New Year's to everybody. This is KD8CPJ.
All right, well, KD8CPJ, I got my license when I was 12 years old back in 1969, and I remember waiting for the mailman to come by, and back then they sent these QSL cards in the air envelopes that had the red stripes on it, and I just loved it. I have QSL cards hanging on my wall right here, so if you send me one, I will reply with one. I'm good in QRZ, WB8ODF.
Especially youngsters to learn Morse code. It's not that difficult to learn. Learn Morse code, and you'd be surprised at how much fun you could have and how much you could do with just a little station. I have a little station here. I don't have a big station. I got a little station. 80 watts I run usually, and my antenna, well, it ain't much anything. But I still got managed to get worked all states at DXCC so far, and still working on it. Most of that was done on Morse code. Of course, a lot of it was done on sideband too. That's just a thought. I always encourage people to learn Morse code. It seems to be a dying art. Some of us old-timers kind of like it, but the new-timers, when they get into it and learn it, a lot of them fall in love with it. But that's just my comment. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you or your father or anybody else in there. And, we're getting ready to for fireworks here. About 13, 14 minutes. They're going to shoot off the warning sign. I'm just going to go out. I don't have to go too far. Just down the street, and I'll watch it from there. I'm not going to go down on the boardwalk, I don't think. I'll just watch it from here. And with that, I'll wish everyone a very happy New Year. And say 73, and we'll be listening.
Yeah, this is KD8CPJ. Same to everybody. Yeah, I got my license like last month, and I'm 14 years old. And yeah, my name's DJ, and I do live in Miami County, Ohio. And I'd appreciate a lot of QSL cards, and I love them very much. I got like a lot, like 5. That's a lot to me because I've only talked to maybe almost 100 people. So yeah, thank you for the contact. I know it's technically cheating, but it's good enough to me. I enjoy it, and I love talking to people all around the world. It's very interesting.
5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
I don't know if you were talking to me or Steve. Me and Steve doubled. Summer, go ahead.
I think you might have claimed the IRLP connection first, Dave, but I guess there's no way to know. I heard you until you stopped transmitting, and then Steve was there. I'm a little biased, but I agree with Steve on learning Morse code. Then again, I kind of went crazy for CW when I got my license 2.5 years ago, almost. Another couple days, and it'll be 2.5 years ago when I got my license. And welcome to ham radio there, KE8 CPJ. I missed your name, but and unfortunately I haven't got any QSL cards to send you, but you'll get a bunch, don't worry. You'll have a full wall of cards, and have fun on the radio. VU5 Sierra Delta Hotel, Summer in Regina, Saskatchewan.
Thank you very much. This is DJ and Kilo Echo 8 Charlie Papa Juliet from Miami County, Ohio. Thank you very much. I enjoy this hobby so much, and it's so cool. And I want to make sure I get everybody I can into it because it's one of the best hobbies out there.
There's actually still a lot of people using CW, and you can get a signal farther on Morse code than you can on SSB. So if you think you want to learn it, it's a good way to make contacts with people that you might not hear on SSB. Anyway, have a good New Year, and good to hear you there, Dave. I know what your call sign is, really. WB8ODF. And Steve there in New Jersey. Have fun at the fireworks. VU5SDH. I'll be listening.
Okay, DJ. Write my call down, WB8ODF. I just bought 500 new QSL cards, and if you like QSL cards, go to my QRZ page on QRZ.com. I designed about 6 of them. I think I got pictures of the 6 that I designed. But send me one, DJ, and I will reply. KE8CPJ, WB8ODF.
Yeah, okie dokie, I got you down. You have a very good signal on mine, and all I need is your name, your location, and I got you on my logbook, and I'll try to send you something, but the only issue is I don't have any QSL cards nor anything I could be able to send you. I can maybe make one up, and I wish I can get some, but it costs money, and I don't have money to do that, so.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'll just go ahead and send you one. Is your address correct in QRZ?
Company, I think for $10 you get 100 up or something. That was Summer, who is the reigning queen of the CW bands. Yes, that's our CW queen. And well, what more can I say about that? And well, I do agree. It's amazing what you could do with 100 watts at a piece of wire on with Morse code. But there are a couple crazy people, and I think Summer's much better at CW than I am. But I did make a contact for straight key night. I wasn't trying too hard. I did make that. got that in the logbook. And at that, I'm getting ready for the fireworks here, which started about 8 minutes. And I will say Happy New Year to you, Summer, and DJ, and Dave, and everyone else who's listening. I probably won't be talking to you during the fireworks because they're noisy. They're very bright. So I'll probably be... matter of fact, this may be it for the night. I don't know. With that, I wish everyone again a Happy New Year, and wish you had a healthy and happy 2016. 73 Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Oscar.
Kilo Echo 8 Charlie Papa Juliet, WB8ODF. Yes, the location on the QRZ is correct. Everything is on there is correct because, yeah, I'm on New Ham, so I don't think it's really going to change in a month. Yeah, so thank you very much. If you do send one to me, I'd very appreciate it. I make sure to hang that one on the wall. Thank you, everybody, and yep, Merry Happy New Year.
All right, DJ, I'll get one out to you, and the name here is Dave. The name is Dave, and I am in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Actually, if you look at Ann Arbor, the home of the University of Michigan, Ypsilanti's right there. So I will get you a QSL card out tomorrow, and we got about 5 or 6 minutes till midnight. I'll shut up. WB8ODF.
Thank you very much. This is Kilo Echo 8, Charlie Papa Juliet.
G8, CPJ.
Mobile.
WB8ODF, KF4OVA, Kernersville, North Carolina. Heard you out there, Dave, and wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. I was getting ready to lay down and go to sleep. I was going to listen to the celebrations as I laid in the bed there. Go ahead.
You know, Keith, you're starting to make me think like I bore you to death every time we talk. You're getting ready to lay down and go to bed. Very Happy New Year's to you. Tell Scott the same thing. Tell your dad the same thing. And I will catch you on the band. I'm getting back into it. I stepped away for a minute. But anyways, Keith, Happy New Year's to you, and it's coming up in the top of the hour. WB8ODF.
All right there, Dave. I'll pass the word to everybody over here. And a Happy New Year to everybody else that's listening there. KF4OVA, Kernersville, North Carolina.
Happy New Year, Keith, and to the rest of your family there, V5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
Thanks, Summer. VE5SDH. Happy New Year to you and your family as well there. KF4OVA will be standing by for the ball to drop there.
Hey, Summer. Happy New Year. Casey Zero, Oscar Charlie Victor, mobile.
Well, you're still driving around tonight, Chris? Wow, Happy New Year to you, too. And my dog is over there snoring in his bed, and I'm here tuning around to radio bands, and they're pretty quiet. So anyway, good to hear you there.
I've been rolling since 3 a.m. this morning. We had a truck get destroyed today, so I'm 5 hours behind schedule. So just getting back to Georgetown. I'm going to go put my head down, but I wanted to say to you and Keith and Dave, everybody have a Happy New Year, because Casey Zero, Oscar Charlie Victor. I'm almost to the house. I'm going to stop and get me a soda, and I'm going to the house and go to bed. So 7-3's all. Casey Zero, Oscar Charlie Victor.
Okay, 7-3, have a good sleep there, Chris. V5SDH.
Happy New Year from Australia. This is BK5 Whiskey Alpha Mike. It looks like you've got 2 or 3 minutes to go. Happy New Year.
Carolina.
I think you doubled. Was that Michael? Michael in Australia?
No, this is Alan. VK5 Whiskey Alpha Mike. Alan here in South Australia. Back to you.
All right, Alan, you sound a lot like Mike. All right, I'm going to get off, but Happy New Year. Well, actually, it's it's afternoon where you are. All right, WB8ODF, and thanks for the Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're coming up 3:30 on New Year's Day, so we've been in it for quite a while now, but yours is just coming up. I'm just tracking the time there in New York at the moment on the East Coast, so it's very, very close. Okay, thanks very much. Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year to you, Alan, from VE5 Sierra Delta Hotel. We have an hour until New Year's here, but good hearing you there.
Okay, thanks very much. I recorded Victor Echo 5 Delta Sierra Hotel. Is that correct?
Well, almost. Victor Echo 5 Sierra Delta Hotel. Summer in Regina, Saskatchewan.
Well, the world is rather cold. This way we're right into summer, so pleasant day today, but we're getting days in Celsius, up around 40 degrees Celsius, so it's a hot time of year, over.
Well, we got to almost the freezing mark today. I think we were around -5, but the sun was out for a change, so that's good.
Okay, well, we all take our turns, don't we, with the weather? It's when you get the extremes. There have been some very bad wildfires here in Australia in the last month, which is a big concern. Yes, as long as we don't get the extremes, you just sort of learn to live with it. VE5 Sierra Delta Hotel, VK5 Whiskey Alpha Mike.
VK5WAM from V5SDH. Yes, and this winter has so far been better than average, so we'll take it when we get it, because you never know what the next winter is going to be like. Anyway, I'll go back to listening, because there's probably other people that want to have a chat with you there. And Happy New Year to the time zone east of us coming up. 73V5 Sierra Delta Hotel.
It's midnight. Happy New Year, everyone. WB8ODF.
And Happy New Year from West Central Indiana. K9SYK.
Happy New Year from Kernersville, North Carolina, where all the fireworks has just started. Happy New Year to everybody. KF4OVA, Kernersville, North Carolina.
Here's WA0JYD. KM5 Tango November, North Central Texas.
7ZPA, Sparks, Nevada.
WA0JYD, Omaha. Happy New Year.
W9NES, Whiskey 9 November, Echo Sierra. Happy New Year, everyone, from Indianapolis, Indiana.
9NES V5SDH, and Happy New Year to everyone over there. And K9SYK, I hadn't heard you yet either. So, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year from New Haven, Connecticut, K1RSU.
Happy New Year from Regina, Canada, VE5DUG.
And from El Paso, Texas, KD5MFS.
And from Portland, Oregon, KF7 QLP.
Happy New Year from Houston, Texas, KG5 Juliet Tango Victor.
Happy New Year from AE7JJ, Great Falls, Montana.
Happy New Year from the other side of El Paso, WB5LJ.
WB5 Victor Zulu Yankee, Houston.
New Year to Eastern Standard Time, USA.